na Ghana come meeting ni nyina no ye yono Atlantic Union College ye mo de mo friend Worcester ye ntema de friend New England New England asore no na a host ye inti ye be no Atlantic Union College na sabre no na Ghana asore chese Nasda no amu no ye friend Kokom na musicians wo mu no esua na ye osofo donko na oso pani oseboatin na me na yenu apani anan na chese mpembebre ni committee ayubia no ye bekra no mafre yense sofo monum ye yoni a planning committee hu ne manyina tini a sheda ni Nasda kra music director enti ye ba committee na se no na enuanum na me ne pasadonko na di idea no busa asakwaku na gaku yentimi nyebi tina ye no de aye nkomodie bari ntimi ensi no fapem enti sabre no na Auntie Teresa Agimai na onua odrose o First Ghana na John Money na NSD na ombehunu yes sofo gaku semi no mama ye start bi wa na kwa ye nyini na nti ho na yeso ye se ya gene ho ye didi ho nkoma na ayo ne se etoda bia na me kana ho brasi na me kan twu bia etoda bia so ye sofo na san di dwuma ni ma na ye se ebinum kura kana se mo age dwuma bia fa but admacha de nyame de ama wo de wonye mfa ho de bo nyame adwuma nti na kire se intimi enyi anim se nti omo bebo so sa na a kire se ama emu ayetene na yes be here nti first meeting is here of First Ghana sabre to nsa frɛ kwa na no fo North America nyina by na minim se kwasa na wo mo odene Toronto for Montreal First Ghana Washington New Jersey na Michiana na Columbus for it is a kwa mpena no fo yi na be hia nti esa nhye mu no no mo ye se osofo amoa enye dwimtrani na omwa nyentotoye no mo yi Kwame Brew yenu brew se onye twetwefo na ono so mwa na afi ono mu eyi Hana Esiem Dr. Hana se ono so meye secretary treasurer na omwa se de be adwumadi no ebekoso nti eno mu no na kire se eyi de na me dwene ho na me busa maka se mu brew se me nka ba bia omwa me papa nti ho no na kire se sa nuanom miensen ehwase nti ye nhemu ahodo na in fact Pastor Jamra as chaplain Pastor Jamra so sabre na no ye no nti se mu Pastor Jamra wa transfer free sabre no a besinde as chaplain na oka sa nuanom ho nti ye hyase adwendwene se ene kwan ba ne be fa so e be nhemu edikan na kire se adwene 2001 no mu no sabre no na the development of Ghanaian church ni nyina no na ese tora bia bribi ba na ese yenye sure papa nti ye share bre ene bia be call convention no ye toto ho ne nyina bokwa afo ama na yesisi omo ho ne ade ye de koto ko kumfo anim sabre no omo se ni pakroya ye de ka ebre asafo mai omo kroya no ko kam meeting omukroya sabre na youth kwa a youth camp so na ejinamu dendende ahase nti na binum kra adwena yo no se jama youth ade ya na mode kwa ade no mba competition ye bo modin bia kirikiri mu anam se na mfua nti ye de kona azia na se ne nyitumu no anusa nti ne aboya ateto nchen nti eto aso be mfie miensa na ya mpaba be mfie mienu miensa mu ansana the first convention in 2003, itimi ayo tranquility. They call convention edikan. Na sa convention no muno. Kwasa ebaye First Ghana. Omo ba edomu pa New England. And afi Washington for what year? Omo no kasa ben omo drive be duru ho me dano pa. Nti se ewi ade no no be boa ye me be wie. And afi New Jersey for so near to krum di no mka so omo ben di omo so sa no enkomra no omo kwa na ntimi amfua fiara nwumre no ne ade Inti me da no pa no mo so be pie ho, but Columbus first Ghana Michiana for by sabre osofo bi me ka mo beto ayi akora bia obetima kai ayi ure ye wawu na nsem se last year ne anwonanwoma bre bi Toronto photo ye ayi Michiana for beto no
Ken Kafu.
Yes, Ben Kafu Jum na Michiana Ken Kafu Jum na Michiana for beto ye me kai pa sabre no the sinti sabre no mu na chese enu akwaku agema so aba enti ekuo no before convention e de ne kan ho se omeye first music director na just first three media na yen sheda ni music director enti kwaku agema na no men komachi yesra enu oseboate enu apani oseboate na tra bia na chese wobre ne niema bi nti no som na atiafa baby kakra ne ade nti kwaje my buy no na chese o beso mu nti first convention de na eduru ho no na ye wo music director nti yenu kwaje my yenu Dr. Ransford Toronto osofo amoa na Noah openi ba ko a chese fritete oye very instrumental na oye dindiana ne dia ka hye Noah ono so ye musician owo New Jersey wonom ne di anim workshops a ye di see anim the botai di see ani so for your first workshop ne say sisi ade ya ma anigye aba ya ma nkanya aba kwa a wo mantimi amabie no say ade na ekoyo no kwa me nu kura ebekọ na ye nkanya ne nkoso na nyame anim ye anigye ekese ma me remfi sa asemwe yenua boaben kai se na me boaboa me nema no makọ di dwumadi nanim no se lazi no se sofo amwa mo apega ade na nyame nhira mo mani agipa me bae ma hwe nema mo ntotue no bibia mo yoye asisia no papa for the first convention at say na nyame boa ma ku no koso nti firi ho no ye boa de nipa bi beka executive committee no ha yenua mua na yenua pia dankwa no so adu North America ha nti edonom beka executive committee no enti ye ka pass na me metimi aka vi say metimi aka be si 2013 not just free 20 the year 2000 no be si 2013 no niam hudo bi a ye adwene say e beyo in terms of development. The see any so say sekuo no benya fapema ye hia biribi e beboa ye nti eno bi ne constitution and bylaws nti yete a committee for mo ye hwehwemu kekasi ani mu de constitution ebre doso no a ye kitumu ye call your next convention 2005 no ye ratify a constitution no na ye shase se de be ye adwuma nti constitution no mu no enna ye adwene se no achi no ye adwene se ebe develop class ye won kro asori ahodo bi akwa no kra bi ni ho enti ye tu nipa ahodo se ebe sma wo no enu mu no bio ye nua NSD na owo Canada sabra ne ye nua asarbedi akon ewo ha na ne oye consultant enam me de besi wa na consultant bi wo ha na ma frɛ ya frɛ no ye nua adwum yi wade mu kye ye nyina wo gene ho sɛ nti wo mu sɛ na on sheda nikuo no mu akotene na so na ekono ho ni di nkomo consult no na ye di si ani so na meka no ye se ye beyo se wunya constitution wunya nema bi od be ye adwuma od be din obeye communication ti develop letterheads and kwa logo edamo ade se kama yi me hu bia no mani age na ye fei ye say second convention no the t-shirts beko entimi anye krado akosi the third convention t-shirt no ma hwe me dia mo dia ehemu inanu awo ayehwa na me hu ba bia me dia no eguo sabre na ye t-shirts no nti kwa na ka se develop no nti ye share se ye nuanum bi te se kwaku ageman obeboa ewo northeast seaboard no nti one Kwame Brew omofa Bridgeport ya de besini kosi Montreal woman na ehye omonsa so mbeboa kwa nketo ewo ho ne atete bie nti enam omomoa ina mu nkran hye so ene ko executive no so no kwa BPA ewo Hartford Bridgeport Rhode Island Montreal ne bi wo hodada na ese ehye mu kna nti afi apia dankwa no so ede omo ne hwe Washington sabre no mu na logo Nova asore no so apagya ne tie nti omo so boa kwasa na wo na yenua Steven Ntiamoa wo ha nti ono so boa wo saafa mu ema enema ekọ esisi animu nti kwa development na ye botaye pa se afi kwa adwomto nti ekọ conventions na adwomto no ye boa pa se be hyase ama enia emuda ho se na esi gina to dwom kwane e be fa so na mpo ya ha se ate gogo ntima no ase na no sabre mu na eho asem kan ye din nti ade ba ko eboa yen eye se music time program na sabre na ye common kwa bi bia betimi asuanti eno na se kwa bi hyase a na de oda no ya de bia mane no na chezo de ye na kakra but na ye adopt to ye ende ye kire no mu na ye nua sa media kon no e free nasda na ye adopt to ye in the later years but na ye mane e de mane wono sa se de bia benye bi no de aboa ye disi ye ni so ebio ene se yebe kwa yi no gaku nye ha de free ye de free Ghana ton enti yebe bɔ modern na Ghana adwomkyerefo ne adwomkyerefo bi no yabo aba so enti ye yadwene se ba ko fa ye nua pani JK Amoako ye nua Amoako ne papa ye butu ho amane ye de fa nasda no amu so ye tonsa frɛ ne ade ende sabre no nasda na osofo oda no ye osofo afum omo boa ye pa omo boa ye kwa hodo bebre so nanso emfu ase de ne adwene no krom nti wantimi amma saafie no mu nti ne yo ene se ene saade a yebe tase eno ya kiri mekan no enti enum no ne de adwene si so se ene na yebe hwe gakufuo no mu so no hwan ne betimi a ona no na yehunu se yenua pani KO afriye nyame nam no so ema fapema gaku yi mu nkone abanyina oka ho bi chetonsa frɛ no a sele mu bi nim no nyame bie kwan ema afeedie ono so ba ye gaku yi bi ya no nyam hye kese na bra ya nya yenua opani Amoako no mu no enna adwene bi ba se adan na yentaseta na dwom nyina watwero na yemfa nye book nti sabre no na opani ba ko so a o wachire isan so kan gaku mpanifo no ye opani JK and IK anan opani IK anan nti ye ne no gengene ho an o se na se mo be ya Amoako ko an de adan na mo taseta Ghana fo bi mo matwero yemfa nye him no enye him buku na mo mfa nye enwoma emum nti sabre no amu no na afei nyame adom enua pani asarbedi akon so ekuo no afei de osimupi nti ye adwene se ne be compilation of Ghanaian composers songs nti edwendwene ho ano enna ye dane man actually ye ka se ka misa na no nyo efisan se no aye hymns bi pani ade no so they say the edro no nya de amemeti mayo nti ye de share ye nua pani asarbedi akon ensa se de monim no oguso a wo ye ho adwuma minim se ende meja ama ono no obeka ho asem nti ye famu no wonu ma eniema hudu a course so be a menka the first convention manka so for odi kan kasa so for kwabena donko enna cheso be kasa mai second convention no also for pani eme bedia kon the third convention na honkwana me be sie also for IB Jamra so for Isaac Bafo Jamra enna a guest speaker enuanu a omoboa ebra yedi be semfie nan no mu no enna ye say yentreku no ye kese no ti sabre ne ekuo no ye se ne yenyi vice president the vice president no omo pegya yenua Kwame Bru so me vice president na enumu enna yenua bobie e wo first Ghana muyi no se ono so emeye secretary na sa enuanu yi boy wo akwanhudu bebre so na executive for no afi boaben wo sabe no New Jersey ebeka ho na afi yenua Prince Ohio ebeka ho na afi na Canada for no by dinti na adane ebrebi na ye asapaniasa for jeyire na oka ho yenua bia wonya ne ba bi kro ose mensa so na oka ho ahyase no nti no na meetings je na kakra mutimi boa pa ye wono motawo omo US ha no nti anuanom bi afi oseboaten yeni oseboaten so na oka ho na oka music omo boa ma ye dwom esisi animu no nti bra 2013 me bra no yaso ntimi boa me botto family si bra 2013 na sa bre no in fact 2011 2012 na me gidi se nyansa ni baako 14 nti yeko convention na me maye madwene se sa bre no ma mpanimfu ama me kwa ma masomo be se mfie du baako nti ada ne yemfa ade no ensi ho sa bre no emu na opani free e baaye yemfa ensi ho na obi nso meto aso efise nimdie ni baako 14 na kwakwa nanse Ghana fo ne ya na ebubu be eno ntitra bia na ahye binum tirimu se baako fo nyansa won trim enti kwakwa nanse no che so hyekire nyansa nyina za me de kobodu aso na odi gutu mu na edua toa no oyeso odi bodu ofru dua na fe toa no bonanim oframfro ne bante kuma gina dua na se ya na papa ka wode toa ibo wakira se nka obefro wa no hu se se nyansa ne bia ka fom ho. What I'm trying to say is say tora bia we pani na odi ko ani maduru ba bia se so ka se yemwa nkoda na di achi no ya gina say be develop young people be na mo ba te se kwasi asiama no mu bia kom nchen no madi nkomo hu se wo mo nimdie bi me kai se ko tranquility bi na kwasi be boss enku ne kwa no so siba ne ko gina nchen na se kwasi nyame hyaw na bompa se nyame bekoso na wa yuso na me hu no se se ya na mani age tie boy ya gine se beboa mrante ne maba bi di akire eba na wo mo so atimi akura ekuo no munti 2011 2012 no e ko ga kunu wie no na nka ne yema gine se yemfansi ho me die ma me pese me gima home na nka nuano bi beto aso sabre no emu no nam se na twitwitwi kakra bi nti me kai se onua free penny free oba any enua salary bedi akon ya ote de esu onu betan say so for yenko one more time ne hwe bia emfa ne bi nsisi fapem bi ansana wagya hwa akọ nyese bia na me nko ana me yo ne ma da bi meka se yenua kwa me brew menene ye adwuma no me brew no wo yo bia wo de adwuma jana oyo bobie wo de adwuma na jana oyo ye team no ne ye droye ho kokwa jiman kwa me brew bobie hana siem na yetimi yo ne ma hodo bebre kire se ye bobone ma so na ko yiraw shew nti ma dwuma bi adi si ani so nyame twa di ampo adom ti ekọ so nti ye de eba wie ye no na me free so no ye 2013 no ye legacy ja ye ne se sabre no se de maka ne kwa constitution ne wo ye de o t-shirt na ntoma ya framu no ye nya ho tawantawade bi kire se ese me nka mo bi akio ye de bibia ekọ nasda ho na twintwan yo bi abamu kakra etra bi ese suspicion bi ese bi ade no nso sika meto ye botom da sika na ko nasda ho but nyame adom kakra no ne na humo brumu nsiye ne ntoboase ne abotre bi a na kwame bru no ye nyina no esan se me yosofo nti ye koye mpanimfo anu a ye no mo nkoko ye no mo nkoye hwe nti legacy ja ne se timi ja stationery I declare letter nomni ade logo letterheads ne afintuma t-shirts and him development na ye kan Ghana for dwum na and it's still in progress and afinya strong financial foundation na yesika na yendua ba hanasiam boy pa anti yesika sem no na muda ho de ka obeje na ya ankrasi ka we ho nasda ma ye kwan sa ahyase net sa but the kire no ye de nyina ko nasda ho ye free so no na ye wo over $4,000 sabre no mu odu ndi monsre $4,000 a kire se kudi jakra enyamfa so to mo ho ye de ja abedwafo no enti ebio ye da nyame ase se o ma ye kwan ma ye beboa in the early beginnings na nyame ahira so mehwe kuyi ye dru ya ye free ho no ne wo kwase be se dunkron se no mo se bia sansari ewrade nhira yin na omwayin bompa ye se me a odi koyi kro no ma ne free nkunimu nkonkunimu da badwafo ase nyame kan ho da
Amen. also for JK Amwa eda wase nyame shiraw wasum mfie pare duba ko nyame ma aso dumi no
Dumiensa
sakafra kameteso dumiensa na from bizenka akoto na on fofra dumiensa de nka akobi pa so for bobo nipa bi di wom minim da ajanu wa kan minim pa minim da so aso dwumadi mu pen obobo pani bo aben pani ose ekoma bo aten so for command konom kwame blue onu kwa de babu ntu ara so tim menye bi me ya meje bi Steven Tiam wanom ene Prince nom Columbus omu nyina ma ya de nyame hira mo nti won se so for 20 minutes won't mean fan kan nyina nsi e bi obayam from so nti mi so one tisi abodin a so for 13 eno kwa deno so for echi no so many years abeka ho a ye hu lo yen famfa nti adofo ebi ho a oye adwuma wo echi so ye hu no nti do na ye ne ma bi a ntimi mo ndi badwam na so nya nyame hu nyame hira wo sa kwa no so for edase so for begina so o question bi am so choto ho say me bu continent na makofa yinya pani yiwra some asarbedi akọ mprempre ya kasa yi onna oye next da music director pani mpacho so ho so kasa mame pani de o se wonya introduction bia obia ni no this akra o share fuma nya mfani mpia bontene to pani wo kwa for ni se nema ekose
Moses that's it na also for mo aso ya dana seni ma no muni adwuma no kre nyama bibibi na o mo ba said the all cancer me consultant no nti wo mo se na me nyama emeye ekui pani ana se me ma convention no bi enso bibia na omo ye bia na omo frɛ me ma me ma on ho adwen na ade ba ko a so for refiye na me kai mo yi se all free hono na Nagacu ewo equipment na Nagacu akoto piano me ka se me no frɛ me na me kyerɛ de omo nkoto na omo to PA system ene niema bia me ba yi edaso wo ho inti Mr. Mon fa no nka o mo credit ho na o mo na yo saa nyame anim nie Nagacu ye ekuo bia ombo ohomode pa senya Nasda na yaye wonum so a enka bia nne no Nagacu yakona nimpa so na Mr. Mo enne no nsema me ne mo bekan no ayese Mose anu woja Israel for ho akọ inti meka papa no meka bone nso munim sema be Nasda music director 7 years ni Nasda no emra kire se wudi 2 times as so okotena se no obi so ba be yobie inti yeho aye adoma October ending year course session ye be music director fofo na me ba yi no niema akoso ni development akoso no meka na baby a yedro no ne challenges am girisi e wono so meka say de me ko die me nso he meka because mota eyam dada so enti no yeda pasamu an masepa na winim say Gaku a won sha ase wo Ghana eno abetomo ne ya mode na Gaku no ye share Gaku ase ansa na Methodist for starting Gamek. Last 2 weeks namne Professor Sechibedu ka ho ase ye ne share ase kwa union nyina Ghana SD ne share ase enso na Methodist for ya besan ya Presby for kra besan ye ho kakra and Anglican for of course enyum de obi anim say ye yade pa na meka na maka niema bi a megiri se no na ema yentimi nkoye anim no na me de asi ho na de aboa me yakoye anim so meka enei no ye wo kwa bebre convention a me kra me ba ye yakono ba ko ye ko ye ne ye nyani pakese but the previous one ye ko ye nyani over 300 and then the sense say zoom ti ya doso pa nyame wadom ye na me ka ye go from what semwa na me cheste nei no executive si a free samedan kwanom hono ba no wom ko hwehwe kwati bebre ana ko matete atotena e de wom be kan ga kuye ho so enti ene ya dos gakunwa membership there say ye wo kwa be 33 as 34 nanso asori no entinani nhwe music department ni ye we dey make obi anim dada yes for yenim asori no said ye yensi nhwe music ye enti minyini so bia betima agimasem we hu achinye but asori no mo ye kese no kra no ye de betumi pa na moma menka Nagacu initiative me gidi se ebeboa SD Ghana SD asori yinyina ohun se Europe fo no hu se yen ya Nagacu no e na won mo nso estati Europe de our first convention one frame me koi on second convention so me anam sako ye guest speaker le me kire ne se Nagacu ya hye niema bi ase wa bochiri ha aboa ndi ma Italy fo nso ayebi yan ne hye ase no won nyine esua yen sese na baby aye dru sese no na me mo be kan enei no nyame adom nice day Nagacu fo wontoma yen aye di ngum na me ka hye nyame animonyam se nasda ne boy abosia kotoma yen the last executive meeting I call ye no akontabu eba ene kire se nasda atene ka wo de kotontoma ti se ntoma de akagu ho bia ye Nagacu mfaso na muni SD asori mfaso no nya de abebe hoda ebewo nasda ho ni PBB a o masa ko bisibisa ye questions sa ansana mo adwe ho keto bi de amaye ni ade niema bi besesa menka sanwie no asori no esesa niema bi sesa afei opani bi eche eto ropes 800 elder be coin ebe che nasda na chese Nagacu enti e no de ba because ne ekoka meeting ekoshe ne etodwom enti ye wo entomanso kwa ropes nso so 800 ropes and afei nasda no anso so e kan se ekoka meeting ni ade a ye behia piano ni ade bi the nasda no so kotobi nti say no wo hwe aye wo Nagacu die no wo ho a very powerful meaning ye use say e wo booster because say wo Nagacu vice chairperson ho and afei executives ho muti sui enso so abomodem yakoto risers no so wo Toronto asori dem CC aye ka ho ase enti in terms of equipment no ya de pa workshop nso ye Nagacu convention ye workshops na hono ye nya da agin church niema mu yie papa if say ya na time no sha na ade ba akon mi hunu ne say ye kwa ya ne de nsem tin bebrebe be ye ya de no ma ye nya kwan nya music na nkasa esese ye kosua ho ade no ye nya kwan kese enti my most ami create niema ame ka to ho ne say samo cross drew Jordan ebo cross Jordan ya moma ye hu se ye convention ni ade a music workshops no enoso enchen asofo nkasa ndabiom kasa kire aso dem yete so afei ye performance e wom se development aba ene kwa afo no to dwom bebre kama ye ba ye munyina mahu emodin a obiaa bo baby aye do say no ye how pa kesia ye hunu ni enwuma ye to no fa every Adventist message no so na me kana ho brasiem se yen hyase ne yen hwehwe ye dwom ne yen to if you say ye message no ene wo ye dwom mu a ye de ko kanyamsem enwum fa na ye entertainment bi ni ade na me gidi se nyane kwan no say ye wo how ye want say churches ni bebrebe bomodin say on be develop music no e wo ma story mu nyina munim mo pa mo fama ni hwem asofo ni asompanimfo a wo ma abọ kakakra no mo hire musicians a wo mo kire wo mo kwa ni ade adwom wo be gina ha mu nyina mu hu de wo mo ye wo mo so a wo de ye ne se Ghana yentua music ho ka ye nye ho hwe saa no ye no philistic so mesramo baby aye duro ne se esese asori no ehya asebo music ho ka upew umpew ye discan ye music wa asori de ye duro se no nyame adom yen ye won kwala bebre na omo bo piano ma asori enra nko akra no na me hwe ayi queens for na brand ye ketua bi na te de osi bo piano no ehwa na mfre ye dua konam se ya na brand ye wo free he no o se wo ya asori ha na mani je nra no hwedie nyame aya amaye so nyame gusu hira ye pa enso yesu ba bi nti nkwala we no nyina no kra ye mu bi akeka wo mahye mesramo enei nkwala bebre wo ye church simu a asori bia kwa obenya biwo wo no mo bomodin but ye mpanimfo na akeka wo mahye I me gidi se enye right one se pasa mo anu mo kasa no se master nan ye kan se onye himbu no se at this point I so obi for no be hwe eduru bra ye mpanimfo yi enemy na aye grey so atiase esese ye twe ho nyase ye twe ho kura akotena se na emom ye nchechire ne ye mpia nkola ya how kese pa ewo ye kwase nyina bebre mu nye ni nyina se yufunu bi kura ba kwa no bi mu a na mpanimfo no bi ye onpiripiri na de be ye no they will just go back so inti wo mu nkra ntimi ne ye enkamo na me ba ye senka ye ja me se me market de obi abaye ya enka wo mu ameka so mo di first ye wo mu di youth afrafra wo mu kwa no a wo mu magirigina mu tu bi no wo mu no mu kwa no future because say ye emrewa ne ngokra soprano mo twema enamo bosa so bring them baby aye dro na me ka kire mu someone say enti se ya nhwe sa ne man dia niema bekachi so wo ba no wo ho na wo ka se wo mra kwa no wo ma no tete iPad so ni ade no ne namo a wo feli so ti ase esese de ma ba na ye hwe se ye be blend the on say ne na ba fo nyum na aba inti ese ye de dada no bi ne ye polish no ne ye de wo mo ewewre mesramo pa de edi hobi oni workshops are me ba ye no ya ye na in fact me samedan kwa be ye music director no mu no minim say ye workshop bi a me nkra me be boae enna Kwan Bruce be music director no ye bi a me be boae na die mi hunu ne se ye workshops a ye sheda kokoye no ena aboa enei no ye young musicians bebre a o mo boaye no na excuse me the last workshop ye no ye nipa ye nya won na won ba besua conducting ebi besua composition ebi besua CDC reading music enei no nipa bebrebe aboa mo ahwa committee ye call na no ye emofra no na Nazda Music Council ye ma o mo compose odwoma ye enti eho ne yaduru baby a esese nkola no nyipia wo no mba be ye adwuma now me ka osofo amu aka hinchim so no ho asem na meka de yaduru nso wo na me ka hye Awurade animonyam sɛ saa de we ye Nagacu fo na initiate ye nti new hymn tunes ayɛyɛ no ye better agum say initiated by Nagacu ɛna Nasda no ejitu mu si yenye akinye bia ni ho saa ewom sɛ Nasda no yɛtwen ho kakra ne ade ho sikasɛm kra yɛde kɔboa na nkrofo bi atwodwom na ma ɔmo ntumi ti asɔpani bi o Philadelphia o ne na busua ɛna ɔmo diska bre yɛ si yɛ mfa nkoyɛ ɔpani no ɔmpɛsɛ ya me boni din so ho nyesa kamabo ɔpani amoda sorry ɔmo ɛna omboa yenya yɛtinye di dwumayie na yɛho adom na nka 1% kɛyɛ ebi a teacher mo akonko anyo ɛkyerɛ no no se ɛne yɛnyɛ NG tunes no NG 1 to 20 anewo eti omde be share mensa no ɛna me se ɛsɛ NG 1 to 20 de se book no kura ebe ketekete enti ne yɛmfa N1 to 50 something no enka ho na fe yɛn collect other as the musicians are omo ewo ho no so dwum nyina de nsa beka bia yɛmfa meka ho ya bre ho wo hwɛ sɛ de pastor mo eka ya ebro 10 years banyame adom yɛtimi atro N1 to 50 no 5 no ɛna ya sign the old hymns bia ama enum te say you nyami ye nom ene tinka prenum asset our offering nom sa no ene bia na kaira
yefunu aba
atre yesiase yakogigi sa yakohwehwe sa hymns ni nyina de abeka ho ena afei N1 to 21 no because yesu kan ho ama meka N1 to 20 no ho enti asori no e de aka ho enti ne ewo me ade ayeye no ye started from NG 22 enei no ya collect dwom no teacher mako dwom bi ekamu se free ye dwom bi ekamu ebi ochre onyane ba bi ko anane sapon ene asare sunwane ene satetifo no awon mu nyina yira ye no yagigi ni nyina ne wofako o asaman yagi won nyina sonso no ebi o ha ya edite ne kama ebi o ha ya twro no foforo kakra ene edi ni nyina bamu ena ye wo mofra bi a wo mo so aba foforo a ya wasiama ne nwom ne to ye no wo mo so saafo no yakohwehwe wo mo akogye wo nyina dwom edi abeka ho enei no ye keka ko NG 150 ye ho aye ya adom a ebi kura ebetimi akobe NG 160 ena afa ye de hymn tunes ayen nkrofo ebi so atrotro abeka ho no beko NT 1 to be a 30 and access NT Nagacu initiative no ene de ebe so aba ma ye ne Europe for ene Ghana asori nyina enie Mesramo yeda ho a wo haw kakra esan se osofo amo ekasa okan se ye hya ase no ne onuado enei no eno ho asem no akakakra nti mesrɛ se mi koi no metemu nka no na mo agya anwo wo ho no a nipa bi wo other musicians ne other yi no ɛho no edi obi ye Nagacu chama ya ne nkrofo mienu bi no ma fachire no ma bopo no mu tia no wenum nyina minimo ma hyala na menka hwe sort ase na mi koi no me kyerem se saa de ni nyina ese free ho ebi se nyame adwuma be kona nimu a gise ye won kabo si enya nkambo mu a ye be ya bonsam be koso adi asunku si eka ya hu bom ye de a ye de asem bia akona da ebe pass ntem sort ase ne ye nye one ti no me mo ati ase se ye de asem no ko Nasda hon ko already no obi a odi animu kranti a ye de ko obi bom paye bi de net inform pese se nti udi koduru ha na bonsam so waboa na obi so aye mesra mo momia fa ni je ntoa so na nyame aye yadom wapagya ye si baabi a afei de mehunu se yebetimi akoso moma yenhwehwe other musicians a betimi aboa no obi wa asafo no wo adom a man kwan no nso so omwa nyame adwuma se yetimi yesade a migidi se yeho anti yebekɔ yanim medam ase medi besi ha
openini yedawase bishop migidi se okonso wonkoi ensema waka nyina ye nsema migidi se kwafo ani age ho wo chat ni mu a amen dɔɔso oni sɔfo amwa mayade mpanyimfo yebekɔ akɔgye theme song no bio membese rebefi theme song kra yebabi wa yedi nyina betina play mako Ghana amekoti Ghana nsembi free wo so banti yebofrew akɔakoti theme song no yeba yebeto adwumadi no so enko babia sɛ wokwa ni ha mesrew babia yebetina akɔ no de wo sɛ wokɔpɛ kwafo nyina ba betina se hwe nsema osofo amu akaye ene de bishop abeka ene de ebeka ya uni ha bia fantinisi na ayo ho pa na ayo ho papa mpacho yen se nti yakotie team song yebesa ba biwo Nagacu for ma ana Nagacu kwa dumtufo dumchefo ensenkumbofo edamase se majibre na moniye enemo twunkomo efa Nagacu yi be firi baaye juma mpanimfo bi edidi animu adi ene nakakrani opani mpanimfo mchopani samasabidi akon ne na pamfu dum amadi mfise so ani ne fata diaru sisia no sawotie yie osofo amwa asemo kan na wote Ghana asembom Nagacu asem na sawsa tie ni ya panyin sam asabidi akoso Nagacu asem nti madwene ayem se enyemfum so se beko Ghana na akofa Ghana Nagacu mpanimfo yi bi na oni ya bidin komofa dachi na se yenim kan kro no ye ka ho asem de mane house bi ayo America nanso ye kofa yanse bu ye ko tensa ko Ghana ne ya be Friday mu penimfo se de wadi kan no ni tin 8 na nti ana se ye fa be fremu na ye no modwini bom penimfo yi why nsem nanim kekenama yi wi a peni a otoso men se wi a e bema kwan wo bi se question bi a wo bia ye obese meti aduasa opeye du no so no efe no akwasi adu boatin kwasi adu boatin yenum a ebi a che kuma se pen no amakom na no kwasode na edidimua kusua hodo nia do de maame no so tenten ntimika se meka nyina emwaye nanso baako ana mienu se ne meye osofo Dr. Amwade no me ne se bi e wa hanso so akosi wati mpempere ne mukasa no oye music director our Ghana Adventist Choir Union, our South Central Ghana Conference. Ho na Odi Juma se music director. Waware our ma mienu. Niyere efreno ajwa sewa kakari. Sisie die ajwa sewa boating. Na ajwa boating. Ono mo ma mienu. The Odin kind of friend Hartwell na the toss me no so a friend Samuel Penny Edijuma na me se Penny kwasi boating e wo so enu nti ono so de ohwe enemu a ofisa e de kakuri hu abeboa no obesisi ni pama ye me so for pen tro questions wie ya ye mra ni sa dwumadi bi to so ma okwan amwakasa kwasi adu boating imakwaba odumadi so bato to asmai
Hello
bato to nka
ajo mpese mecha adofo nyina wo Yesu din mu de nyame ase se akwanya sonko a me so Nagacu fo ye nhihye omutimi eto omunsafre me minim se minya Moses akansem kakra ne o background ntimi nim de o kan de but de nyame ase pa wo mpempenso a Nagacu abeduro ye nhihye mu no minim se mpanimfo edi kan akasa afa ye past and the present. Sabi become the future. The future of Nagacu. Na when him say Yesu, abibia no okasa na nani ewo future na so. If you say no him say ase nipa ye obija ho aman ase eyem hihye kakra wo. Inti now my assurances, Abibia no my assurances about the future. A kwanya I fashion na we are especially with regard to our future. So we make us say the future is a big deal. Enye edumaketwa ene de yenim de asie yenim de yaye no mre atwam na mpese me bom panimfo nyina abaso dwumadie a omo aye no mre atwam pastor Kwabena Donkwa pastor Amoa ene mpanimfo opani asarbidi akomoni osebo atinmu a mbepi abuchi mre atwam ni dwumadie sonko a mbedi ama sisi Nagacu mu more than 30 class enye edumaketwa se before and as a Ghana for enye Africa o Ghana for nkwa betimi aye kwa mako sa over 30 ewo Europe North America enye edumaketwa na me pese me bom panimfo abaso odwumadi a omedi pese e go straight to the memory text for today. Luke chapter 14 verse 28. Luke chapter 14 verse 28. Moma yenhwe Yesu asem a obusa boni beka say it was a rhetorical question. Rhetorical question a question bia ewo implied answer. As a ubi enim say asem we dey obvious. The answer is obvious. Or say, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? So what the text we are a summary of topic here. Maybe a moment to embarrass na minchichi. Or say, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Tower, I'm say in Genesis ni hu tower. I think the commonest tower the Tower of Babel. There after nipa nyinaa yɛ ɔma dwen sɛ yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛ avoid this trouble we nti yɛne yɛnsi tower sɛ de bɛyɛ a sɛ nsuyie bi sɛ yɛba a yɛbɛtumi aforo akɔ tenatena mu na yɛ ho atɔ yɛ. You know say nsuyire no na nyɛ nsuyire ketewa. Now if somebody can conceive an idea say or the CBB a bɛyɛ against nsuyire a Nyankopɔn de aba there. Now it wasn't a small project. Now a project any project ketwa. Now can you imagine say nipa dom dodo ane oho sabre. Omo na ye o ma bi so omo sitawa. Na Yesu bisa say suppose one of you, just one of you wants to build a tower. And that is for the present. Ye pese ye planner. Ye plan ene. And he's asking, won't you first sit down? You are doing the sitting down at present. And estimate the cost to see if you have enough money. Enough money now, money that you have made through hard work in the past. The money is the aftermath of the past. And to complete it, the completion is going to be in the future. In the topic now, we have the present, the past, and the future, all in this text. And we are required, say, and net near opportunity to move ahead. In the future, no, then, yes, Enra, ihun sɛ mpanimfoɔ yɛyi mpanimfoɔ a ɔmo bɛdi ekuo n'anim for the next 2 years. Na enye adwuma ketewa. In fact, leadership today is a big deal. See you biya enne, so enye mpanimfoɔ enna enye adwuma ketewa. Because see the we are sisa within a very short time, within 2 years, never be brain answer. And if we don't have a future vision, and yeah, let's forget about it. If we don't want to plan, we are always going to be overwhelmed. The screen is say it is a huge risk not to have a vision. It's not to see any niswadi hunubia. Not just say your dad and your bese a cosse and one. Of course, Yesu ekache say he's going to be with us even unto the close of the age. But at the end, another thing is a huge risk if you don't plan. Even though the future is very unknown, very much unknown, and it's very much uncertain. Yesu say obeka now COVID-19 actually and say ya nye careful na ya planning bruni beka say ya nya very crazy vision for our church. Ya hia ebedu brebe no. Ya nyom to ne ya sori ni nyina ebebu. COVID-19 actually say ye chorus ye ntimi nye independent choristers. Na abribia esi ko gina baabi na yesua nyom ansa ne yato. Na ye ntimi mfa ye ho ensi ho say mia ye de nyom ma mia metimi asua. Anhia class bibribu. Na ebra ye mpanimfo abre all this while, just because we are not able to plan. Until why I say we have nothing to fear for the future, except as we shall forget what the Lord has done for us in the past. Until here see in Cranchesem, inya and Iswadi Hunu, near the Quanim, say asafo. Until we need short-term planning, we need medium-term planning, and we need long-term planning. Now, say I'm planning. These are some of the effects. Say I'm planning. Ye kwe no. Ideas be ba abawi asano. There will be disunity. Especially for those of you who are so much enlightened and so much exposed outside. There will be disunity. there will be conflict. There will be less efficiency and there will be less effectiveness. One way I means ya be any pose. Adia ye pesi ye ni. Inti ye nyina in sorry ahodo nyina pass biblibe nyina. This is where we are heading towards. Na yetimi ye bibi kra nso so a. And I'm saying young plan is that this is where we wanted to get to. And I'm saying to me anya plan biya says ye hono ntino. A bit me about say be kakra if you say oh it's fine. They say they say we want more than 33 classes. You're penning for me any more bit me. I say, oh, I said the idea. If they had set a benchmark for themselves, and I'm coming to me who say, oh, and yeah, that you know, I'm saying new baby, nay, you do. Of course, they have done very, very well because the almost a conceive you or my demon. I'm say it is now overwhelming. Just that a name of you why. Esi yetimi eye na yetimi ede ekweyenim ade ba ko a esi yetimi hwe eye yen yankasa. Are we ready for the future? That is the most obvious question we want to ask ourselves. Yes, we can in Matthew chapter 9 verse 17 and in Mark chapter 2 verse 22. I'm saying the same thing. Are we new wine or in old wine skin? And as old wine in new wine skin. Why we are old wine in new wine skin? Say new wine echo old wine skin more. Adia yedi ensagum. Say a new, a brand new. Na adia na yedi ensagum na kasa ye older. Winya effect our pay. Now in fact say ensani ye new. Na adia ni older. One way adia no ebe pai. If we are not ready as new wine for new wine skin na ye can ye that. Are we ready as new wine fitting to get into new wine skin, or we are old wine that are ready to fit into new wine skin? And yes, I am fit it. It's about to say the attacker say square pegs in round holes. Into your attitude towards addition, anything. Your attitude towards leadership, anything. Will they be ready to help those? Sorry, leaders for. Will they be ready? Ombe krado. Say, bedi enim emfie di enimi. Ombe bo mana. And I say, administration, then mobile moment to aswa, leadership itself, previous leadership must be ready to help new leadership. Ena ya disua semon so no. Ese ko nanim kaka. Nipa eko o manim wa adisuam. Ya sorry. Ese ye di adisua ankasa, and especially when it gets to music. Yentimi ntina kwa mu na de bia I just say gina ye ni mansa na ya kire ni. No bia kokwa 20 years, 30 years. You can say to tonics officer untimento. You can say you will the staffer untimento. Say you haven't added any value. The only value you have is your voice. But how can you move on like that? How can we just move on? And so COVID comes. As just maybe 2 hours in the Sabbath. Sorry, and Sunday and Saturday rehearsal. In the Gibinia Kakwa Master or send it scripts no could be a phone's wa. Now could be a within 10 minutes, Yabobosuka Caribbean and one. In fact, if our youth will fit into our system for the future, any drastic changes. The question is, will the youth be motivated with this current system of musicianship in our church? Say, there is a DBI, what's not as a bed 2 hours near Shiano. Will they have the time? Will they have the commitment? And to say, oh, you've car, near you've car union. Muma ye for the future. Now you challenge you almost say, a quanya ye for Susianum. we don't want them to be doing the same thing. We need to train leadership in our youth class. In fact, leaders, we need to train our leaders. We say a system now, nominating committee system. If you are nominating committee, I got nothing. Quality the information. Oh, information, Mr. Asumesi. On what no match. Atena kwa no match onimu bia. Onimi nyina ato. They be over practice. Osa ni mu bia ni obi a free near the amano. Ye the mana no training. Yen training no. Yen nya na hwe. All of a sudden, because he's a quality leader. Ono so na dwene ne say, me na me quality leader, nti ese me na me de nyomba. Ni yeto. Me na me quality leader, nti ese me na me conduct. That is the typical SDA orientation. It is all what technical skills. So what then? And one is on there. Or you be doing all. Into yam penny for a year or more for next 2 years. Yeah, and Ray Bubu Mudia, ABI confirm your man. Are they ready to even read a book, just one book, on a human episode? The qualities now are they ready to learn? And I say a business as usual. The uncroftwa or more music, are they ready to upgrade their skills all the time? In fact, now a bit challenging youth, no, and them youth, no, they are always challenged with new ideas. Say, yet was ye near mana, ye and the same thing. They get bored. They get bored. Inti ASAM penny for Omu who say we are challenging ourselves and we are challenging them as well. Inti youth class no my to say the of course we also have to upgrade ourselves as class. So commented this, tonic office normally diagro. Normally diagro. Because maybe me for trotro actually 12 years ago before trotro. Na new lab new be am pe actually youth kwafo. Na enkura mienu me no more GSS that time. Enyuma me command so am pe bi den. Na omo. They say omo to so office no trotro no mu. Me ne omo na di kan kwetena mu. Embuso omo kwa sorry ben. Omo so omo ko Roman St. Peter's. Inti sa nkura no 12 years after. See, Sabri, what are they doing in their class? And they took it as almost say ordinary activity. And another 20 so me interview they found it as an ordinary thing. Among us, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Enti say pesi okoye nim dia. I say ye share ya disue mu kina. Mo abrochiri die. And in fact, e be yedin, but mo nyire mo ho. Enema bia e bia Ghana ha ne ye funny easy no. Momo ho de em say enye easy sa. But ye pesi sacrifice man asori no kwa animu dia. And ye say e adwene say. Ye say esua ade ni bi ka ho. Wo mo twro dwom. Ye say wo kotena finale ho. Nya computer program e twro nwoma eno an say atwotru bia no dia for so choral group bi so on. Unsua ade ni ye na no an so watwro bibia wo kire nwoma enyuma wo watwrogu paper so a unim se na ese kono ne number bi obekwa kotena senku ho omo de wo staff no mu no wo body ope body ono most of our organists they can't even play more than one key. Wa hunti niamai we nyina no ese technically no ya sorry no when it comes to music yenye adwene se ye ni abre ye pese ye koye ni ade ba ko a ese ye sa hwe ni yiye the relationship between our clergy and our musicians. Juma die mienu no yentimi nyi music ento nchen ni enyi broni beka say the spoken word ento nchen ni mienu nyina ho hia ni mienu nyina ho hia enti sebi wo ma sofo ehun se emfa ne se oh musicians ne de beka bia on be And sometimes when they have the opportunity, they lash at us. As if say, yeah, as a concert be, and it takes so much time and effort to become a musician. So between yes, standard practice, sorry, bosemku, atrodum, atredum, said the work so. I'm 4 parts no be and you might bet you know 5 minutes no. They are spending bed 2 months naturally. Inti yes a relationship between our clergy and our musicians. No matter how young our musicians are, no matter how old they are, inti yes we don't see that kind of connection at all. Inti Mr. Mo, sepesi ekoye nim dia. Asema Yesu kan o Matthew chapter 28 verse 18 to 20 say yenko wiase nyina anko kana asem no. Yes, the spoken word for no, any music for no, ye very much together. Yentimi enyi baako, enya baako. It is not possible because asema enyom to obeka no. Any baby e bitimi aduru no. Sermon entimi nu ho. Yesu kan ho baby aduru no. Asofo say sermons na aduru. And just look at just one composition, what it has done to the whole world. Inti Misremo, say a pesi a quay nim dia, and ye say ye nyasa in Kitahudino, the church leaders, and so ye num siano ewo ya sorry them. Say, Oqua enya dia, and she say be na woye, what a quelmo, what ya sorry ho, ubi to me with this staff, ubi to me motenku. Tembia this okofobi inti enhye ben ye to train omo sorry dem ho no mabunu no ebinya omo ho abotre ade ye kan abotre trebu ha obi asesem kubase onhye da anye perfect oye ya nebia obo no wati utin ya ne tiantia no ne ye ne basa afi ya wehunu bono na utuni na hey okwahe wa man sorry hey we see hey you see wabe bona fide property of the church seni bu anfu anfi sa sorry na na edidi na tem no ma enie tenase ye kwa yi abra ye kwa wedding bra me da enyum service bra ukwa da enyum sorry bra Sunday bra yet was sa one here we will miss it. Ye him sua se kwa sua him a you find say kwa no wo sua ma sorry no inka esenka ye hymns die ye timi sua bibri em say edit by a chepa so enyum bibri ho kra ye nim to tika kwa na nke bitimi asua na nke bi omode ye Martin song ana so wo mo to no nanka congregation no so esua na omo mfa say ye him we dey kwa him abibia nke bi sua him no kenye kwa na omo sua e dey ama congregation no esua bi enso ebeboa ma ye him sua no akonanim aboa ye nsom no enti medical can we say young musicians no inisi ye prayer ho say ye pese ye popular say Mr. Samasari Bidiako, Pese yet to say, Mrs. Quachi, a Pese yet to say, Ama, a Pese yet to say, winner, or Tony Boas in Sia. Now with Dimrika giddy. Yes, I am quality, no, a buffer. The other churches are really invested in music. I mean, can't say we, and maybe them say a quiet and some can be your baby. Now, the Saturday, no man, new hunter. We do, Hannah. Also for penny be frame no say na I didn't know see anyum to an from sana okotema no omo churches here competition different churches SD for could na minim the SD for die na me say David no say the fifth 1 2 3 4 5 na minimum me the first na me say David no say Mozama Disco Christian Church for the first Really. Now I'm saying okay, any real. Now my man answer says I don't know my late into my person many be come with now I had another opportunity with him. And I'm trying to say, Muzama for no mudi first. You don't have an idea how much they have invested in music. Muzama for sponsor Nipa Momoko Cape Coast. In fact, I'm University of Cape Coast. Not lecturer about who a musician or ye or to see why we in PhD, no a lecturer. None a year to ye music. And maybe more we call Takra, my Miss Akusha, Aquabia, honestly of University of Cape Coast. Now, Muzama for a sponsor. Now, say a project work, no music for no ebe present to our work. Normally, coffee different church choirs, but na Muzama choir begin. You can see said the Muzama choir was always outstanding. All my name saying lecture na Muzama choir no choir master. Now students need to be almost to choir. But anytime they came, Utimu say this is an outstanding choir. And so also when I say tema Muzama for the first in the competition and the FIFA. Papa. But that same choir, about 8 years before that time now, so for the were first. Omukwa leader, Sabrina, Amakumqua for Tema. Omukwa leader, James, Omukwa competition be dancing, only first. So what had changed? Ain't say it's not now, say, SD for an idea. Yeah, turn your money at the Num 20 try Puma and a Deben near Casa. People are really working hard. Musicians, he be co-winiba. It be a short course. We may have such opportunities. Short courses, be a 2 weeks, be a 1 month. No, omo di omo ganes na, omo yi omo dada na, omo nim se nko ni bodada no. No masako. No masako train you omo. Me my boss nko am come church for more than 20 years. Ye nye bi da. Every skill that I've acquired all this while, me and me class na me benime. Into who say ubi boss nko and one say obo. Say how he's going to or improve upon his skills and fire on. Into the choristers, no, as we are willing to upgrade ourselves. Yes, they be a near I mean, actually, organists, as a bomber said, Tim be a quite fashionable hymn, your quite a fashionable anthem, your quite a fashionable high life. You more him basa when I will be him page crowd wanted. Say Okusian skill will be a say or apply to be the the tone cry you choose to play the organ. And one is a woman. We have to train ourselves consistently. The way during worship, when we are doing a musical concert, when almost so on person a trojan no. You who can be fast, yentu ye boase. Yentu ye boase. Na ye enjoy. A quality leadership, so quality leadership is about handling human beings. Inti equality there's now you every year. Are they well resourced to handle human beings? Human beings are almost by rehearsal twice in a week. It's about every Saturday. Some meeting DBA every time. Then I'm saying the challenges of handling a human being who is connected to music. And to say Ubia about school. Quality leadership, it is not like a Sabbath school subtenant. It is very difficult, especially when you are teaching. It is the what you will be at the of school now within a exam. And you might be a Saturday. Which regime now so it is like my chairman dear. The same requirement sorry. And only end consistently no. DBA no near. Can you imagine say watch training? Na kwa for say enyumwi enye yede yento. It happened once say oh masori mtete no. Ese kwa leader na chire omunyum bi the bed 2 months a chire omunyum. Edu time omokoto a Omo mada, quali dana kwatina senku no ho bo senku no twen so mbeba. Omo so omo ma. Okoya na ba kwese, mo de mo nto ameto. Ah, what is happening? Ten of one decide say counterpoint ni do ha. Omo nto. Soprano first start ni auto first start ya. Enso bema ten of one. Ena ono nipa ba ko na ena hini nti no say mo de mo nto ameto. How can you manage a choir like that? Choir my own my say, yeah, you might have. What do you know my bar? Yeah, per se, I say, you mean, yeah. Ain't the engineer attitude, and I'm kind of our attitude towards learning and our attitude towards leadership must change. Yeah, change. We are not ready for the future. We are just doing this topic. Yeah, and saying, I've been near being say, yeah, I'm penning for near the home. You been a dear bird, Krumha. Na wabe say so enyum we ne se yepe mpnia ene enyum no nipa 7 ne bo akoto ene kwa nipa be 45 no kwa no bia ate baby bia weje nipa kakra bi no makotina wono moto na omo ayeye se omo hu han no omo ni ma de friend se enyum we ye di enyum we ye fo just tell them ombeto yeah, inquiry I say or more they need mentorship. And until I abrofo coaches no more from coach, almost from managers. Because ubia or what talent the talent has to be managed. One manage, you know, I said the DBI can how much romo almost see and jomoka almost you see, it was yes, we are not managing our talents. Yeah, we are miracle away. It may be difficult for us to have musicians because music will be full-time job. Now, can you imagine so be a co Winiba every what's over there? I saw was and won't see musicians. Or no, so the Jumo cushion the end will be sorry them. Join your then where did he? On your then where did he? In the young penny for no, I think that behind the scenes we have been thinking of how to have a musicians guild and also organist guild. See, you can boom. Now, at least we will know what to do at every point in time. They will be able to mentor us and to shape us into standard musicianship. Now, yeah, or matinino, or matinetini. In the MZ way, my musicians have to be recognized. Yes, sir. Abibia and Yabetri Masi DBS, we don't care about their personal needs. And one say, do have near elders appreciation day, near pastors appreciation day, near deacons appreciation day. Organists, succumb diwa, sorry, no conumso. A pon, sorry, a pon, Kofi. A coin of a fast about, sorry, and you'll be awesome. Ya pon 10 o'clock, and I go. Coin of a fast do PM, and you'll be awesome. Into ya chekisa anima we are sure say ebe. Another thing I would like to talk about here, worship committee. One here will be between at nefi. Now wet me check is about 10. Sabi there, announcements. About 10:15. Sabi there, I see. About any divine service starts Sabi. We do want to prepare divine service start. Into ya say program no. Ubia nim say, oh, it's Sabi there. So it's like a stereotype thing. But you bet me up planning ama worship na debia exciting. And yes, I exciting say be have fun. But you bet me as in such a way say debia will be baba worship bia no. Ubenya bibi foforo. Won't say, hey, and then they say nee. So the worship experience must be an experience ubia a unique all the time. Because God is an excellent God. Well, now, they make say possible when there is learning. See, quite skills. You between the they be continuously. You mean yes, I do. The worship committee, you bet me as a worship committee. Abia, there were 12 different models for church service. Abia first month senior bayano. second month senior being, third month senior being, but we don't inform the church members. And one say, "Ye kwa for Amokumsi in the new church bulletin." Juba Kononaya, she said the order of service was. Joe said, "And you did be an assessing man for 2 months and a quarter. You be anyone, she says, Amra." And so, Udia Makwa for me 2 months and a singing man for 2. Ube who the BC was already demo. So, if that problem happens, if that challenge happens, kwa for 2 months and a singing man for 2. Internet, the Masaya Sorena. Na, I didn't know ye nyum to me. And I say it me sister name at every point in time. And yes, I see the name for a long time. I don't know affect the church members. So we are not dynamic enough. It means the same at any point in time. We be kakre bi na esesa. Say at the papa, it looks like yeah they say abon. So na you say abon. Just that he decided to say yeah they insesa in any way. Ne beto aso aye the same thing. The worship committee is fine if you want, and the worship committee must have a musician. I'll plan around music and I will plan around it. The Masipi, me debate here. The person me demasem I say, wow, penny a bit me at the Nimna, Yebisa, the Masipi.
Yamma Damunya says someone jib. Yamma Damunya says a jibre, neti. Penny for me and saying in some yidi say the nina and some tossum. A bird do so ye maquine ama ye with a question. Anyways, mama penny as a vidia kwaba and sana so question about hand raising or I can know who press here be recognize no makasa. In plain pay who say Yura as a vidia in South Soro. Yura patrol with makasa.
Medase. Kwesi yadase pa na ade medibibi kakra bi na eka kwesi asem no ho na wanhwa na mo beba bibisa those questions. Asori no I recognize the music in Koyi. Inti nansen enche be 3 months ni Southern Ghana Union conference no frey ntime kwakwajima any other musicians as ye di asori music anim no and now I'm inviting into a meeting nti ye Southern Ghana Union president and music director Pastor Siam any omo youth directors no on say youth conference be our president and a conference be youth directors how many music so nti yeni omu nyina ye meeting the whole union enna ye kan somewhere high en kirewo enna say omu de ahye yen sase so there is a committee yen fa proposal to say the akwasi kikan e kwan e be fa so a Ghana SD enwum to nyina be uniform across board enti yagege saa de ni nyina ye be kwa president enti no the next meeting, in fact, June 30th, na senka, yeni omu nyina akohia, yeni Kumasi Union no. Ene ntika union se wogana ni nyina ne asofo no. President and the music directors ni nyina akohia. Nti nsem we nyina no. Yeni omu koka. Omu ade atum sa fedi ehia se yeyo. Nti nyame na aye yadom. We are going to present it. Na I am Fampa Bonta chini yenhwe se nia. Ebesi akontin fa nsem fa akwasi akan nyina no. Yatro onokura di bebre beka ho a ye de eko intina de ewo ho no asori na fade finally omadi atum say hia say yenyam musicians any ade ebe union conferences ne be assist ni ade nti ye bekwa akoka ni nyina ho asem na ye de mpagwata je medase
Yo Yura edawasipa Mesel mepese me body nti se bia wodin ni ho na fufra mo se bia fire mesem gidi se meka fire emwa nti metu atene akọ nana kwaku as asariana me hu din nya yide but but wow air fire no type dini say hadwena wani beba ayana madwumadi no kama nti nana kwaku
director nyame insha pachoye ita be kunie nyame insha sofo amwa bishop na opanyi boaten na ensem no edoso nti no make you question no baako na my friend penifo achi me question is say said the penifo e kan yi say bia yeah you say bia the music anim now one from America Kenny washa I said the connection no between the leadership and music no very disconnected, they are far disconnected. So na ebikura mpona that position no nke de ma panwa no pese obeji because we share the work behind it now wa ho adin sha we say mpaibo nyame na ma strengthen yen but we share the a corner as a heading na me bisa say empenfo moaben na mubetimi di aboa because the leadership is above and also so I just small department to be me bacho nyamo
right pani yeda wase me se bia kasefo miensa betimi okay ma won se sofo amwa ansa wosoro nti sofo
yeah na me nsa wosoro dada na we give say cooperation is very important. A very good question pa mini anu pese me la metaka se mu ya fe du bi na mabamu ya bu mo ya nwene sa asofo nyina ampe musicians bebe ya na sa de no be ye problem ma ye ni asofo to be as yes asofo bi show interest not showing interest no be ana oninim de fa dwuma nti me give say musicians near ben ho ben sofo no na kwa sometimes can say be emrante ne leading komo say kokwa mu a o say otofo wo mo problem me kika na had makonya trouble tenafo wo mo problem this wo mo de na table for mo de na tenafo pa na tani asofo kokon me tiase say me being a pastor of course na me I do be na bomb senku akira dwom ntina but me ye madwene say say me ebra young people be the kwadwo anson no ba so no mu no I gradually handed over to them na me give some musicians no as I say a mass of no who say we too are musicians are ministers if you say okay trust him levi for no nyom nyina na preach you na e fa so todwom na fiso ye di ko adwuma nanti me give say ben wo no na number 2 we must have a plan. In fact, I'm more question the German session and we must have a plan. So that be a na theory here a dosupa. Me no ya adwuma na me software now ye choir master. Now we need plan or the plan and say okay, I fear you know you see and this one say ye per se a music evangelism. So I say community services. Community services no ne say e be betimi afa adwum to na choose nursing homes based in sia so ye kwa ye de non perishable goods ye be kwa akototo mo tomato ni ade ye ko bia na obetimi ayo na ye bi obetimi ayo na ye kwa be toto dwom ama o ne de niam we ache won community and evangelism. It is a commerce and any plan. Not so many yourself for it be a man in my leadership now. I always work with a strategic plan. It is a commerce and no balance a practice. First question will be for what? Yeah, because yes, for worship in the church. That's fine. We need that. But Megidi said we should sit down. Now yet Sansa said, I feel I dear my when me and sat near Pesio. Na any software no entrance yenya budget nka ho yenya entrance software ni aso mpanifo we ni pese yo nyame adwuma bisa ase beto adwuma boa wosom no msa ka software bi wo hand minche we ni pese yo se me ye software mete ase na ne na yo ne se kwa ma se bi wo ha Chatbot crow is you. If you no call. Ubo ban no craft wash a corner be. No more your practice. So for no dance or now against into more interest wa hana and I'm more interested in her. Nadia Mania quainty me musa me question for presentation. Obi amenya correction back. Moses namin so wotro. Na me na me ka say 2011 nanka me DC no mo ka asamen to aso. Tim ko 2 more years to 2013. Upon what mine our presenter. Many presentation no pa. The challenge in say I saw some most of your recommendations for the future and also choir leadership must be trained. Choir singers must be trained. Composers must be trained. I was looking for examples. Train on what? Now I think Anyesa, it leaves it at a theory level. But give some practical examples. Say must be trained. Say choir leaders they must be trained on what? Say choir singers they must be trained on what? Say planning must be learn to plan on what? I will be very. Me feel say I'm more practical. Boy. Sorry.
Yeah, me that's it. I'm saying me be born 70 be so. I don't want to make can.
It's on cap akwasi.
Yeah, me that's it. Me be born 70 be so say for example, me can choir leaders have to be trained that. Obi oha na a choir leader but only musician. You can't turn the choir leader, who is a choir leadership most of the time administrative. You can't turn him into Obi our children and also a boss all of a sudden. How does he organize the choir? Yeri heads are now, no. Minim say mumbe choirs ni bi oha. She say no. Nipa no cry ma. Ghana, that is one of our problems. Last week, Kezen Keko, appraisal for enyum bia say what enyum bia kwakudiamo decided some their competition. Yakoye workshop among just before Enra Saturday no na kwakudia friend me say almost say say workshop na yakoye mama no omo ye ma hihye omonti mi ye appraisal nti ye say ye postpone. Nti how to even get them say bia when you be nyum training na momrani ensuanyum no. Some of them could be a bit stubborn, but a human skills, how to handle human beings. It would mean convert will be or ye ordinary member, all of a sudden into a leader. Because also for when you say leadership is a different thing altogether. When you are at the forefront, somebody I'll be casa, I will be at now what here say and we do it, you know. And yes, from December to January, the Pacron acquires our skills, all of a sudden. And we need time to train them if they are not musicians, how to handle people. Nipa. See the ABC at training, or say the bear planning. Yeah, so for now, okay. I talked about it. I say your plan, and she said to come first quarter, a day na second quarter, a day in the CNS, third quarter, a day in the CNS, fourth quarter, a day in the CNS. Inti say a free and pastor one problem that we have they say if we have the overall church leadership then na ye di animu na ye yi nipa at the end of the year so mo me lead asori for the next year. Now you feel say the people themselves should plan and bring everything on board. I'm sorry, it is not going to happen because planning nankasano. There are many of us sub you ABI school konokrani enu enimu say ade no obetimi aye enti yebetimi atena osa the choir leader na me no emra practice nyempon ono no ebia wentimi generate ideas kra obetimi edi ayesa plan na so for we no enti if we just leave them this am come church anipa bibrebe nominees bibre 1 year over a period of about 3-4 years. If you don't have, for example, an eagle eye to overlook everything in the church, say, hey, right from the beginning, no, you getting them on board. No beer who the Juma is woody. Now, right will be by February, will be on funny report or plan away. Wow, you name say, home to the one, near bow, then we move on. Near Tanaho say, we acquired the one for plan about maybe acquire heads, I mean, you, and as a uni plan. Into the overall church leadership, which has been trained to help those of us who haven't been trained. No, you bet me move on, and yes, you bet na hosa, and whatever idea you be a whole training. I thought I didn't have so much time. I made me a near one by one, but at least to be a musician. All we say, I be a document. I saw anyone who say, and in other churches they do it. In other churches they do it. Say 3 months, kuwiniba. Na kusunya ade na oye no ho ade. Nessa abra. If I Methodist ni praise you, ebi o ha wutimi call musicians workshop be a 1 week. Omo ye musicians already. Ebi ewie ni ba. In fact Methodist mu grande. So uni degree in music, I new music director. Well, when you are musicians already, almost our positions. They say there is almost hierarchy here, almost the so. And if woman that are not cry when you certificate no cry, yes, I train how much more say ubia abia ye treo at the end of fee and one or Jimmy.
Was it as a pa means I won't send baby big so.
So when I made that, right. So, what is lacking? This say we are casting a vision for new leadership. Now, the American company, the owner say, how about to say in the area of training? How about quarterly choir clinics? If you said I work kind, she say, idea we so. In fact, me kind of brush in my office. Me was off 465 me someone. COVID by Bibians and stop way. Yeah, quarterly meetings. And me say, when you for baby to me, the SC, and say, so you're choir director. Now, person we improve quarter beyond. They will need be a power one bay workshop. That's it. Money Panankasa, yan set dates, yan send the command director be a choose days, however. So, if I build an app, young musicians, many answer be the Akokan. Adena, woman saying we need to help them. Say, or can't send beer. Now, what might be pass a mechanism so Mumulka. One will say, yeah, you mamma enough watcher. A message you. Unfortunately, no. Your quas be brain, a million Mokam, whom Yakasaya boss will say. You say, quas be brain one, quality that for 90 minutes with music. Until they find it easy to look for a video be on the YouTube. No matter who I saw them. Tina, a composition, Adventist composers. Don't be brave, want to say to one because a easy so better video be Yachi Chama qua fooling in a Nabi Krana, Ubian Chere. Into Fuso were tear or to me, Fuso were theatre and ye. Now, one back to now, many of I wanted to be more positive and ra. More bones or more overlay or more voices over Numbia over YouTube. Which was very interesting. Now, the challenges are we need to look at say new administration. More has animal. Now, more fancy when you say about Wapa. Now, young people never. The last point to me, they encourage you more compositions. Yemma woman fambramo. Namo di abri yina ni achra. Sama sabedi akmu yehu. Make me friend ma mechre yeno. Homo koye workshop or aguna. Na me croye no me ko chere na kwa afo bi sireme wa na momo amade che mbutumboko nanso kakra na se the discipline ka ho me wie kura na me work college me o school no na me ye music ka theology na me ye nipa 2 black people na e kwa mu abrofo nko na every day it's answer me your music nsuntino ye kokwa rehearsal 1 hour so the any about kind. The music in my near bought a chord. Mamma, I'm not shashy near the acron. The infancy and this is a new administration. By the end of our term, he beat me a try at least every choir master. A job water on our Ghana. One thing as a software may a hammy say 1 year term MYN. I wish sen come wo GC ho bibi, but our church man were more. I had the churches in the adopt. I saw a pastor be a 2-year term. They may call ya no more 1-year term and encourage ya. If it's a 1 year, no, then fancy a ye a penny for 1 year example, men for me, a equal more. Qua master, Yasser, men ye quite who beuda. Yes, me qua master. Now, October, now, fair and I mean who near many so. October near election view. Not just a year by evaluating you. Not just a me by 2 years a day and my sustainability. Manuesi.
Madam, so from that, I'm sure, Meno did call program at Twasum. Mimse nkomodidi na aye de pa ade we min kai se tai dodo enti yenyan mama munsa so no matwomudi yeni pa makomako nson medical free villas frame poma bonsu so villas free wa elder entwibo siako na afei Mrs. Ajeni Mboatin so the right phone no iPhone no omonidi mame because they can ko bia enti omonidi nsho so betumi nko ade na if one aba kojo appear Osahini na fe de twat na ko Philip or North Bronx ne de wie Letitia so mudo na betumi de to chat nim no okay estama for swaba mesremo yemanye straight which pia mema media for na catch na yato so next person enti mama villas mefa estama for da ka ho amana 8 enti villas pacho we biwa no wakasa
yo meda se junior. Yeah, that was ebusia for pastor ne bishop. Bra kwesi so nyame sha obebre na me question come bra kwesi. Bra kwesi na me pa show wo presentation was so powerful many age ho. Na mpese me bisa se ekwanya bi wo ho a nka ebetimi eputi we ni together presentation in there na bishop monso de ba na ka ya ni form with a book. Na nka edi bia masofu bia na nka eja. Omo akom kakra ma yanke bi ebeboa ma omo so anya nwoma bi hu ntiase ebi se me ma sorry de enhran Kenya me se me sofo ti music ase o sofo apia ku bi kwati o support e bebre but church sama komu dani bi dada no ebi ho ana aye ensem bebre nti se bi anke betimi aputi ni se book because nkomo online so anke beboa but omo ntimi ma na anke timi ama omo bi na omo hwemu na janka abo a eye meyi question kakra. Me second na yin so yes tonic sofa na ye ka ho asem no brother Kwesi me pacho me pese me hu se tonic sofa no enkwala nko a na timi sua ana asem panimfo nso sua se ye adwin se ye pese ye nyame adwuma me ntimi nkodi asofo bi o metimi kra o ba ye ma menye na music yi so na me hu se nyame adwuma metimi di age akrai inti sebia madwuma ye so busy ni adi inti Tony Solfa metimi esua bi pa se ni asofofo so tenase no mo kire mo se mo ko theory school na me so di ahye nyame ni monyam a inti em se ye church ni bebre ho na okofa ba ye ma bebre timpese bia minim se bia nkwala no nko an esua to wo madwuma na se ye mpanifo enso so no ye betimi esua ni ate ase ni e di abo nyame adwuma se ni ye pese ye tere asempanim ko baabia no na ye nteki nyum to no se no so ye se mo kese a ye nso ye de kenyame asem na nye nyame business for us intimi pa cho me pese obo ame wo kakra amen.
Okay, Kwesi, 2 sentences answer the second one 2
sentences. Em say obi atimi sua. In fact, kwa bia media ni mu bia obi nim tonic sofa to no. Now he has a background in the Methodist Church. And I say, Madam for Lady Bia, honestly to me with the tonic. In fact, you never to me sua. The problem then say, we say hymn book, no, you need tonic sofa hymn book. The current one, you need tonic sofa hymn book. Nti omo no, and I'm so omo will be that no. Yeah, so easy. Yeah, the no be really tonic sofa na you be at na se atro. Nti that's how difficult. But I'm say Mr. Sabide kun edi hu duma. Nti e da se pi ye nyina betumi ahia. Me da se.
It has Bishop Bajobe reacted to the first one and now or say you compile information here can you from phone.
I think it's not a difficult thing.
Okay.
Moses ye did him come here about me say be hu duma.
But that's it. Next person, Penny and Tribus Yako.
Yeah, Penny, that was CP Yamin education or the mamma no question me who mean somehow they every Ghana Bray no any presenters or Modi Kenya and Yamin Shramo. It is Send and also for Amwa Ekano, looking back. Baby and Yame Edia free Abedro, starting from the first and second choir, North American Honey in 1988. And you form first choir ever. Now second choir, so about same year, no 2 choirs started here. All the way from there. Nagacu room Wabipim Sabre. Me did say 100 years history no. But I know it because I was there. Now the America a bill so say, Yamin Shram Penifone, presenters are more presentee Amayina. The Tosso ne say, sir, the Titihononia war, tonic stoffer, him. Yeah, booklet. Yeah, cry started say, church, I'm saying by Mononedu Babia, and then I'll show no out to turn us on as one who the other. Yeah, who they disappeared. And I started a compiled book where a tonic stoffer now and home. And I bet it was until 24. I don't know, maybe we need to go back to that book. Now, because that book was very helpful. My next question, so NSA, is there a music director, any quality, a difference a woman? My question in music director, any quality, because there may me problem kakra me who say, some people are music music.
The question no, it's answer it's asked. What bisa? It the more you want, so try answer question to my Bishop you want na nyitia na yen trust be yen ho dia.
Medase
Bishop.
Medase pa Mr. Wala. On say asori no wo church ni nyina music coordinator for the church. Baby we no fair music director. Me say me post so pa Toronto Ghana me na me music director. So what I say, me suppose no me pay. Na enu free ho a ye wo kwa masters wo ho ene ye wo kwa leaders wo ho so churchman no anu nka ho asem ni ye Ghana fo asore no ye mu bebrebe a ye nya nhunu no ye implement sa de no en say hwe say position ni churchman no na asore be create the big mind sa also for am ani mpa mu nisa no so now kwa leader or to say organizer. They organize the choir. You be choir, you be tontoma, you be your way. That's their duty. And you walk choir masters. See 3 years no be to me children there kakradia. Then they are choir masters. They are in charge of the music. Into your better drum, you be swian drum, sofa near dinia dia yekan you be swian. Any choir master. Now. Problem in churches ni bi want to say oh why will be see me ya sorry ni music director to say the me to music director enu nti opeso obeje kwa nyina boso onso kura bi kura wontim church ni ade enu no na de conflict e ba no mesre obebre asori ni you as music director or your coordinator and chese on akoko kire kwa edwo and chese on akoko kire sen manyo now if they need help they can approach you no akoboa ba nyo na dictate ma kwa na sen ba ne ade no but on tiase inti there is a choir master or choir leader or and a church and music coordinator so Medas
Bishop me pam cho nipa aka no yen kono straight aka best 15 minutes obi ade 2 minutes ocha meme aka to nya move on to next person any die mana kodwa pia mpacho Mrs. Ageni Mbwatin so the so or free so me hun nti metu atene akọ Kwadwo apia ni di ba ko eye osahene
director me da wase me san abo empenifo di kan kasa me bo mabaso pa na mamomo ayiko yehu bra betinko yehu primpri na yehu fa ko a yeko yede Nyankopon say this is how far make sure masem ni tiawa mpani se wutu akurafo na wutu se bi omomone nso so efo wo hwe ni pa ye hyiemu ene ya am say 190 something 94 inu 200 papa it se kwafo ena hia na chese akwai se one page eho asem ena yekin future na ye ka ho asem no kwa enen hu ena church no so enen ho ke nyina ye kambom e ade ba but for pretending abesin kwani wo hwemu a kwai se kwano ede no ho kwano gina ne baabi toda na se ebia bibi bana wo ya se kwafo no gina won bra omu gina won baabi na church no so gina won baabi minim ne nti akade no also itimi a play role abepim emprempra ye kase eti nka di sua yesua ne me sere ne se kwan ben so ene bia ye bitumi ama church no so me can't entire church and as a church as a body no so atine ye nso so ye tie bia ye be nya awofoforo ye be nya adentachara na se ye be nya sa new vision se other page no so eda so te the same old friends saying kutukoda de na mu a unjini se adefoforo ye di kogusa kutukoda de mu a ebe papai edi kwan ben so na ye betumi afaso me ka se as a church no so kwan ben so na di sua a modi maya ye nyina ye bie ani ahwefa ko a se Yesu maya ye di memenda adwumfo ni enyamsenkan biduru no kwan ben so na ye nyina ye betumi aduru sam pempenso no me ka
you say point one making tea yema mpanimfo no sentiase media omo answer ma me that's it.
Thank you.
Means though mom present on that, but a general question I think so. So you know their presenters in Biarritz.
Akra memo akakra.
Okay.
Mr. Mo who said in some way nyina koso ahayen ya ebina tonic sulfur no na opani MP kano. We take care of it. But also medical can catch mu nyina say ntina medical kan say asori no any year. Say yem fa proposal ye gi se beboa asori no mra ye de kwa afa ye de conferences nyina mu asofo nyina benya bi so enti obi abehu de in fact ye North America has say no bibi happen say even ye de kwa ekra ho ade ana music ye department ho asemba even ye be to Nasdaq ayi asofo ni mpanifo nyina chat mu a asori be bre kra mo communicate emma department what I say ni nyina disconnect na nso no ye tu ho na mo say asori ni benya bibi ba ko a ye nyina ye betimi adi so na chese ye de koma asori bia na ni nyina kontem amaye nti ho no de anamo a sese ye tu no that's
and that's it Dr. So Philip Bronze North Bronze Philip North Bronze Mr. Oba formatting ni my question is say Mr. Mo I appreciate someone that I say but my question is say nenye tia I got 10 more minutes Philip North Bronze okay me nya sure say be Philip are ready there so what mean can there okay any entun call Letitia me say back to Philip Letitia
oyo mpacho me da say ye fam Letitia am kase fi Washington when am minister mo papa padwuma ma ye no krani ye mu bi na apagya ye pa spirit se de beto no am minister mo na me pacho me se mi sa ne me bi sa de ni say empanyifo ne bebre amode de krana no akwese mo onsafo ebi no mu na kwase ni bi won so mo hye de nim emwa papa bia nti ba se ko hye se eto nwoma na empanyifo da kwa no mo ko manim na nketo anso mo se no mo tie na nti sabre nyame ya doma zoom aba ma ye we de mo ntu kwan ma ye krum mo Washington ameboa ye mo ntu kwan ko Philadelphia na se ba bi fufuro bia mo ni zoom te bia ye aso zoom so twa sere mo ma de se de ne se ya mo ntwa mani me hwe ne e koso ye ho o Washington mo leader no mo be hwe se si ya aso esi tonyo e bia mo nyi de se bia leader no hia mo so tu me kan kire mo tie sere mo sa me zoom ya be de mo nya hyehyɛ ye na mo kwasafu bia mu se de kan na mo ye no mo kwasafu bia mu na mo moaye obo ohia mo apaso ni moa na mo nkyerɛ kwan be fa so e bitima se na be ya nyina so nwom to no e be kokko ye pɛ na nkoye se sabi Ghana mamu bi osika pa na de so ehia mo pa ni mata America middle class nyina nkɔpɛ e ba sa e manwom to no nya kono na hye nyakopon so ne menyen pacho me mo anu nyame hira mo pa ndamase
mra se mama Letitia mama speak to it me Nagacu executives ene kwa leaders a omo chaso 2 years adanse mama Letitia asema wokan right from corona time bisine ye bisa. In fact, na me say omo invite ye niema because me to me Chicago. Me some music director minim what's Washington minimum practice time crowd they work church no make up practice time. But say ne obi eno a bia offers penny my ready na bra. And I say when directors no penny phone man na bia mo mesra ye na any ini nkomo ini ho nkomo e bia no. In fact, me sack of feather crana. Ye say so na yini music mini kwa anychefo no crana. Mo ya mane. Na wo ka Chicago de zoom so na esuanim. Penyantwi ne do for me say New York for na say Canada for ni other people e zoom so. Be sem ne. Maka mabina so say be nya say mesel penya say be di akon bishop say no ma wo ka bi mu bi kra ho hu asem e be contact no so bra be zoom so no abesuanyum none of them be sem ne. Enti ma me ye tu wana mu bia executive ne quality im human dance every practice biamika be sin ne. It's about 2 years now nobody intimisemo at times ana ye hodu ye directors no ne leaders no so accountable e bia me kan jemu ye as resource people ye ne next that music no akabom ye dwuma ye mpera so ye beka se me de mini nyum chire for mini organize be a problem krana say ye try you find a way to deal with it. But my crime and yet the person boy intimi nyawo nti no no ho asema me wono no menim se bia me say Bishop Bontin ko bia obeka ba ko bia ka ho
a say akramosi asemna na ade akodo na de ten say ohun say ya kasa de we ya che now de me hunu say leaders ni bi wo ho a ko fere obi kura ba ho no ogi se ni post so betinti onye. And it's a problem. But Munim very well say, ye crowd and Nasdaq crowd, ye buy and say, church beer crowd we hear workshop on country. Ye bemo beer ba, no near sorry in our workshop. Me Kai Washington ye be McCoy, Worcester ye be Coquajama Coy, Ebenezer Garland, Frey, ye coy, inti moon reach out to us. Intino moon should be ye na moon where the problem. Honestly, minim said the Moses no more can wasem I can't say in Zoom practice crano the assem bye. One fee. Intino Mesamo. A group point to be some more nemo leaders no casay. Namutu anamo. So I say na and webi or rather nam quansun yet.
You Ramadas, Messako back Philip. If you're not Philippine, me my last person said, "Dear train, last person of Basso, Esther Marfo. Esther Pacho, what?
Yo, opening Pacho me oho.
To us, man. Bodine, I saw a free moon.
If I show me Esther Manford, me wa first Ghana church. Na I'm saying, means the man can be Canada dona no, I don't know what can't me be any bayet ya waka cre, be said ya wakan. Ya the masepani you mapa, my ye. Na Tony Sofa no. Minim say esi ano mo se mo kohwe ho asem na mo de aba ene na me stress ye mpanimfo nso amutro ye nwom nso maye no mo fa Tony Sofa no emfa nka ho opani ofiga na bekasa ye no oka se obi obekokwa mo bi obehu se Tony Sofa ho enhyeda nye den ma no bia no ehya ase free Methodist and it's true me ameka say no me hye nwom to ase free Methodist ye de tete ye free mofra brem enti no ama enyomo no tembia no nyaade amukọ practice na se bia se quality na se kwa practice square friends kwa master kwa ni wa we say na we ye do we see we ye friends di re we see ye say it sounds say Tony Sofa ne da ho enti no ye nyina ye fa na wato wo correct we no note no and last year em say ye mpanifo ye workshop kakra edemaye na ye wie ye no eboa ye mu bebre sese betafa che mami panimu etese me na ebia matodwo masoso na menim se bi mpo a fence travel clef no ways we ni omo ye ma ye na ye wie no Dr. Didi etu ne ho esi ho se obi opeso continue bia no omra wa boy na bepem sa abre ye anye bi kura no me hunu se we nie enti munkoso na monye no so maye na obi nso opeso osua bia no ohu opani no nso a obetumi ayeden aboa ama yakon akoye nim chense there be a nyom na ye de ye to keke nenso ne yenim se we ni penny for me damase
but I say more 5 minutes ajuala bi mema 1 na mama ohine ni mako 1 5 minutes 1 minute
Yo, penny from Pacho Motemenka.
yeton ka ajua
Yo, Nyami Shramo. Pacho, me suggesting back me woni. If as a possible, in Kibia, whether say a Zoom convention and I say in person, in Kibia, inviting a software elders from the various churches. Now, one near na choir directors, because all the elders, choir leaders and the directors near near your convention be it is say now yen dialogue either say together. No, I know say somebody Sister Villa suggested a book, it's a good idea, but I think we should always be face to face with them and have this dialogue. So anybody on binyanti because so far so kito mo send me free mo queens asafwa. No Ukraine ni maybe nkoye. Men ka say be elders and also for fault, but yeah sorry kitwa ye we na de niam bebra e maye kwa no entum ponse bia ka nanke kane nanke bia ekon enti ye lack of understanding be and ne be so ho no ma churches no ye akoye say ye community church into ye share mo no is very difficult and education also so senior penny akwesi kind sometimes education on as a nyum to no enti that's just a suggestion me wo
ajua that's perfect suggestion that's it Hindi mako 1 minute because I say nipa akasa for me insano wrap up I mean
yo openi me that's it pa say wama me kwan me change me di Mrs. Boateng no be use me phone log in and ntina ma Mrs. Sam din say wo hunu Mrs. Boateng now hene na kata
wo de ko so kwato hene time ndi
me so me dia me pese make a transitional group no a youth in fact youth no I will say mestre Nagacu company for no say mobema monia call youth organization no so esan say e be say esan so omuye transitional group untino ya de bia ye no ye cooperative womu ka ye ba convention wum so omo a union there but ke be ye e bia ye invite 1 or 2 youth choirs be ma omo ba bia eventually no e betimi atre ama other youth class ni nyina aye e na mo besan so aba besua neema yesua ibi na aboa omunti mesrem penifo se ye koye nim no mumma moni enko na monsa enyentia e wo ye transitional group e youth no so afa nie mesan sre eye openi sam wo mo meeting omo ene asofo ne mpenifo no e kwa akoye no ye mesre pa se omo mampenifo ne enhu ekwanya yen asafo mpenimfo ne yasofo efaso edi adwumtofo atem adwuma no ne yie mu na ye nyina ye pe ba ye nyina ye nim ye se sometimes ye betimi edi watem nyame amo na ebu abem ema adwuma na enkoso enye yinti omo entwere saade no enhyem na omo ntry se omo ne mpenimfo no bekasa amaye na ye di obuo ne anidie say even oya akwala kra na odi adwumto na enim ne de obuo ne anidie ema no a o adwumtofo no so ede bema empenimfo no eba a ema ensawoso bia ema so medamose
that's it nyame madam nyina asem se makwa mo bia chena dwene mamfam free kwasi boto kwasi
hello
your last words.
Oh,
1 minute.
Medasipi. In fact, say you bet me a anymore. Intimate to us when you said the I know we have had commitments. In fact, Mohe American me first girl who ye pie and cocoa. It was in the 80s. Now baby girl could no edru. Names in Yame I dear Mr. Free Moya, the fact Mr. Free. Are kakra no anotimi ba so mo ya mom pa ma no enra opani kwakuma no by penifo ye bi ba makuma ehoye kama ida ma sipi na monye mo ho nim se enche bia yesu be ba ma nyina akopie Amen.
And I say, me who the main friend be some friend some friend bishop interview me live mo we obeso o man dey be na last one no atwaso.
Ma men kasa because so for the okasa wi ana chesa asem na sa.
But that's penny.
Me da se pa na say omien kan ho se nyame dwuma wo hoi so de abufuo ne atutrasem kɔ ho a John ohimbo bi aka asem bi na ni kapa wo se asom benifo no tadi kwafo atem now Mr. Wo occupational hazard ho wo mu a setie bia yebebu animtia ade me sre pa ne se wo ye kwani anadwom tumi a wo de fabuo ma asofo fabuo ma mpanimfo because the nyame hwehwe ne sa wo di buo be ma na staff ne na kandifo mo amuni watem ba nyame adwuma de senetie bia ebekoso medam asepa na face so no youth na ye pese won ba be hyade no ya momodin bebre because baby minim say first Ghana youth no any children's choir ne ade omaye program bia bom sa pen North Bronx so me kai se passage amra ho no na ye sua dwumbom Toronto haya ye bi pen na enkola no oba ko bi omobai Woostan so me kai se me akroma frame makoche dwum enkola no ne mpanimfo no nyina ye kabom now ye kabom saa no nyina na ewura wonum na ye tie ho tranchen na ye yes ade ana ye yes enkola no ene no wo mo ni gya wo mo a ene ye ni bebre we will lose them inti de meka twa to pan se me ni nkonkola no won na wo mo ba beto dwuma ba be yenyam dwuma no amaye medas
Yo doctor asofo doctor Kiamwa
pani Moses penifo nyame hyai nyina dedi kan me de beja penifo mo ba foforo ne se momfa go bi si mo ni so even yakosi watching kan de ameyo de me mama sofo sisia say strategic planning lay out a 5-year 10-year term and no more breso kra mo yeto kwa mo meba no they'll build on that monye plans and I'm breaking it down to yearly betimi e de aye adwuma meka music clinics no betimi emphasize pa na be effective aboma monye music scale up the you say 1 year term na mwa was just betimi ni asofo na hia se de ya recommend ma treasurefo etatena ho a can any music is a skilled area and this is some school superintendent and your knowledge it is a kobase it ni asofo ni hia and I'm letting committees but no metima recommend metima recommend am committees no we are retaining leaders not say leaders no so develop young ones ebeboa for sustainability but if I'm about my recommendation is let's care for the small choirs help them to be on their feet. And my last one is let's cooperate with Asofo. Moka ye na me hu se menye sofo ana menye kwani. Anya sofo nyina ana brokwafo. Na be meta kan se ye call heaven. Yen ko jakrawo. Na so ade ba ko abeto aso ayo de. Ene djanjo. Rarisa enda.
Amen. Also for Dr. John K. Amwa. Yura some asarbedi akon. Any minua penny kwasi boating nyami hyamo ye ntaa nye BBC migidi se na maame kan ama nkanya mbi abaimu na iguso ya yedidi nkomo penny se nyansa ye fano bi nchen ena nimdie nso ye fano bi nchen enti penny fo mo ba sa wote se akasafo miensa Kenya na ye kasa penny fo mo ba and I think say ya my platform ahodo ama yen kwa members no kwa questions bi kwa higher no ye bisa enti atini nyina enti mokwa atena ya momfa nyina nya dwuma yemfa plans ngukwa mu na yemfa mra kwa leaders ho na enso kwa afo nso ye ne wa hai ya tini nyina eba ebe ne pepepe mo amu muka tonics of ahwasem no the tonics of bana mu bumutia Momo dwumane enwie peyo fi se de mukaye no na mpanyimfo enam so eyo no nti wo de quality de ba now de wo ye hu de bia ho asem e be kan dache mpanimsi e kama furu na e kama dampan nti momo de yanse e be pepepe emra so enko dwumadi edi so no onza wo dwumadi na ye wie ye nneɛma no nyinaa na deɛ toa so no ɛyɛ deɛ yɛbɛgye yɛn constitution atomu ɛno akyi na nominate na ɛno a yɛyɛ first reading no the last and the final reading aba nti yɛde dwumadi wɔ yɛsi no yɛkɔtie dwuma firi riverside kwaafo hɔ riverside kwaafo wie a ne yɛgye ha ama chairman Eric Danso outgoing chairman Eric Danso na or the constitution ho asɛm aba na nyum toa so after constitution no from Queens na afei final nomination to chairman ɛde aba ɛno akyi special song from North Bronx na announcement in secretary Oko and as outgoing secretary Evelyn Basie na this section no na this segment in the wie abra Stephen Berfi so be bompaye media dwumadi no ena me da nyina ase Riverside Choir.
Amen. Yada inuanom ntufo yi ase ewo adwom hwehema omatoma ye. Ebusuafo edoemu yedru the constitution so ye nyina ye beka ye ho a mfemienu etwa mu no se yekohia no the constitution ho asem by eme kasa ho na akohia se yekoye amendment bi ewo emu nyame adum enti review committee no ahia aye ho tutu na kama enti enne ibenya akonya ne akasa ho na afi yaje atum na abaye union e property enti minsemre no mejai platform so ama inna chairman review committee chairman Samuel Apia Dankwa na wode eho ensem abre medamasi
when you will mute.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for me mamuna share the Yamia Sipu Jumadia Amane Koso na Eshe Yamian William. But just something to make count.
Bachani.
Good. It already I say your constitution no say so far more kind and that's with your history no. And yet and I started nam kwan mu saba akwara no wonyini basa tino ya do so na film na tintin atwamu ana ya ba bedu hanmo. We set up a review committee for the constitution. The members in that review committee me as the chairman, and then Sister Evelyn Bassey as the secretary. I feel you were opening Henry Amankwa from First Nova. I feel opening Kofi and Chubwe from Chicago. And Samuel Wabin from New Life, New Jersey. And then Sister Alice Opoku, Bridgeport, Connecticut. I feel opening Kwame Brew and so First Ghana. These are the members that the say encourage the committee noir. The free century and able you who by now BBC has said. Your previous convention, no, I called Philadelphia. No? We're almost through another year, but next time, before my year, who said there were some sections to be as a CSN that yet to be correct to be synchronized with the NASDAQ constitution and that they're running smoothly. So these articles, and committee, we were mandated to go and review 5 sections of them. Number 1 here, article number 5, section 4, which talks about our union dues. I feel article 6 talks about NASDAQ music director and his relationship to the union. I feel we talked about we have article 8, section 9, talks about the NASDAQ music director's duties and vis-a-vis Nagacu. I feel article 11, section 4 talks about our finances, and then article 14 talks about Nagacu properties. And it me wasted much time, you know. My friend Sister Evelyn, the secretary to the committee, to read those articles now. You can review, you know. So articles we because all the rest can once a man do so. And these are the articles that say you can review and they bachelor evolution for because I will be on there's a correction do and say then we will read after these sessions we will read the entire thing. It means the same identity to going forward. This is what our working document is going to be. And this is Evelyn. If I shall take over.
Opinion medase. Me jidi say nyina ye hu me screen me share. Nagacu constitution ena ye ba bekan. senior opinion ekayeno meko straight to the articles na opinion mention yeno na ye review from there. The first article or mentioning was article number 5, account about membership. The section 4 no. I say the members of Nagacu shall pay the annual dues / subscription at the appropriate rate as determined by the executives. All dues subscriptions shall be payable monthly in their local currency, which will be either in US dollars or Canadian. Then to Article 6, account about the administrative committee. Article 2, section 2, no, the NASDAQ music director, the administrative committee, no. Then we move to Article 8. Elaborated the duties of the NASDAQ music director, no, which is under Article 8, duties of the officers, section number 9. And the essay for subsection 1, it says the NASDAQ music director must be present at Nagacu meetings. He or she will be the advisor to Nagacu, and he or she will liaise between NASDAQ and Nagacu. Then I'll go to article number 11. Also account about your finances. Section 4, essay, Nagacu treasurer is to keep an operating impress of $1,000, and any amount above that should be forwarded to NASDAQ. Then the last article I amended was article number 14, which talks about our union properties. Section 1. I see the union properties, which includes our PA system, our choir stage riser, will be in the custody of the vice chairperson.
Sure. And then Sister Evelyn Mr. said, Obeke na G2 then I open up for questions. Mr. So sections you want some kind or raise you was shot in the mind, you better recognize you na afe. You redo a question and I say about crime wakasa.
Me pacho me kame ho say the amended Nagacu Constitution report ya presented yenjin tum ne embeye union ne property. That's it.
Yeah, sister, that's a pie. Union Banaka kind of home. Mr. said, Obi etosua. Then we accept it to be open for discussion. Pacho, who will be in our chat in the mind?
Pacho, anime who Pastor J.K. Amwa, any opinion Emmanuel is here. But mintimu almost second no and I saw move a question.
O medini ya gitumu ya me kwa recommendation actually.
Okay.
Okay. And then obi and second I think say be on my muting channel.
Villas has second.
Yeah, Villas has second day.
Okay.
I was for internet, yeah, just sections here too. Anything Kasahubi or one or more I think that's what I can say because right from the onset it's been through the whole constitution, you know. So for Mr. I think we'll give you the privilege to talk first.
Yeah, quick section finance honor. So quicker. What say the NASA administration has, I think, sir, a bit man say shall have the authority.
Pastor Pacho, what's this section 11?
Section 3. No, see, the administrative committee has the authority now. Oh, now that's no move.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Section 3, yeah.
And the finance, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Pastor Patrona, say saying.
The administrative committee.
We say the administrative committee has the authority to spend.
Okay.
It may be proper to say shall have.
Shall have. Okay.
The authority.
Okay.
So for that's it. I mean, do you see any other hand raised?
My patron Annie. The next hand I will up a opinion Michael or say Jesse.
Yeah, opinion Jesse. Opinion Jesse, patron between me, I can say.
What's the main kind?
Yes.
Patron.
All right. Maybe the no property session honor. Nagacu properties no. Now was a vice chairperson and a bookkeeper. Is it only the named properties that what constitution and now say any other properties acquired by Nagacu? Now say the named properties now. What about any other properties apart from what we've named here?
Very good. Yes, I think same with that one. What we're doing is say if we couldn't start to say acquire properties, ideally, let's say can be a now that treasurer said there be a papa now see papa bottom. That's how it's supposed to be. But say now your movement in your man at a point in time, you can say any find trusted to the vice chairman of the union, wherever I be in a free piano. Na anka the properties national say and so make people and sorry so make people and say your movement in the manner easier and it it drew baby near Wednesday so when I was not feasible until Worcester Church together with Pastor Jamra Ebwa Empire was a of friends the chaplain and then we also happen to have Mr. Eric as a chairman. So with the abundant or more acceptation became a properties in my now actually God couldn't say stage rises. I know they become your property now. We need to know who wanted to ensure say this is what we are saying and it's under the custody of the vice chairman. So I get to say still supposed to be kept with Worcester Church, still it will still be under his custody. But that's how the article is saying. If I don't say why. Mr. Say Jesse.
Open you or call often, maybe I cut to the next question. I guess so. Okay. The next hand what happened no Emmanuel K. Asian.
Yes, Mr. Asian.
I'm paying for me. I think the properties, the last time I I saw that we have problems with them. Then I make us and say, baby, a best store no. Assuming say I will Ulster. I say be then call Canada. Here transport way in Canada. And I'm also Chrome has it now. And this is Ghana. Maybe this all the cost storage. Are we willing to pay for the storage at certain places? Say baby, I want it's okay. Let's say we can account for it near who let's maintain it there because I know say we're gonna have problem if you want to give it to vice chairman. So no way a bit issues. Madam want to say.
Yeah, company is saying that's a part. And in reaction to that, and I was just what you make us able first let me kind say. Nazahano, and ye answering in the church building, I bet me at we be we can do that conveniently. And the constitution is said, so I'm your vice chairman. I have to be in charge and ensure say Kuno Padiana, if beside one question Hanum. Any arrangement we ever say, Ikuni Hiano, say Worcester, the chairman, the vice chairman, the national son. You be saying once one of a trustee of those equipment and any properties. That's what we are saying. If I don't say one. Is this it?
Yes, Madam Wasi.
So that's it.
Okay, Mpacho, I'm so penny Sam Eman and Sasso.
Yes, sir, Bishop.
Oh. I'll see you okay.
Okay.
Me want any more hands.
I'm named now penny first. So me who am a parenthesis in the example, which means any other property be am being. I need one name custodian. I texted it just to, because I think it's a just example you are giving because you have more than one.
Yeah. We have a lot of them, but you're listening now. When you acquire latest into a Mawadi example.
Okay, there's no more hands up.
Okay, and the secretary, I would suggest that now, having corrected these things, and let's read through from top to the bottom.
One hand just came up.
Okay.
I didn't see Jeff and Benny.
Pacho be to me, I say Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Okay. I guess we can move on then.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Jeff.
Yes, Pennsylvania, Madam was in still with the Qua Union properties. No, a concern will be you know. Same. I think I share the same concern. And now Udipakono a raise say. So if it will be better off because we share maintaining or keeping custody of all these properties for the vice chairperson's duties now. It will be kind of extra to that. And Anka, if there is a way we can find a better way of keeping our properties, fine. Nanka, the sole burden of the vice president to be carrying all these things around now. Anka, I think that it will be better, so he can focus on the main responsibilities that he have, because we know it is more or less like a chief deacon, and a whole responsibility on its own. And before, no, I know other people give a whole office of taking custody of this item to one person. I know, no, he is the property man, Nejuma or Yard. But this added to the duties of the vice president or whoever it is, the vice chairman. I think it is really a loaded place. And you had the kind of living where you want to apartment we don't have even that much space to add these things to them. And Anka, if we can have a second look into that, Anka.
All right, Mr. Jeff. I wish you were at the convention the previous time, to bring this recommendation. But I would say, yes, it will be your own. Yes, mommy. And I don't think that Nazakra, maybe I stand for correction. I don't think that Nazakra or property manager or something. To yes, Nazam. So Nazar will be there. And one think we're easier. And one say you push up on Nazar property management. Nankaomo, yes, free of Utiapa. And need to know what possibly we can do in this the incoming executives, constitution is to say, possibly let's create a committee under the chairmanship of the vice chairman now constitution. I am trusted it to know. Then 2 or 3 people form a committee, manage these properties for us. Wherever you keep it, let the union know, and then but for now, dear, send your constitution, and I would suggest that let's maintain it. We are going forward. We are a dynamic entity. And as people, and we will be subject to change daily. And going forward, and I believe the executive can also look into that and see how feasible and possible access to because it got to a time, we start when they say, and the thing your PA system, for instance, It's like every month, you to me, Sonny to me running. Say we are machine and you're redundant, but almost almost permanent one. But only say for safekeeping, you didn't know we had to let it be in Worcester. And that's how it is. The incoming executives, I believe, would have to, see to that to ensure that we are okay. But for now, for the sake of the review in the Constitution, I wish that accept it. We say it not the incoming executives to proceed with that. Mr. Jeff, we're okay with that.
Okay.
Hello,
only so opinion.
Okay, this is Evelyn. So please go ahead and then read through for us nothing. We are not account and then we accept it as a working document and then we vote on it.
Okay. The Constitution, I say, North American Ghanaian Adventist Choir Union, Nagacu. Amended
What is going on? Sister Evelyn. I think Sister Evelyn, I take
I'm sure me okay, thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Jeff, you're that's it. I think this is Evelyn. Okay. We don't panic, we pay it. I mean, him say, media will bet me on my theme song, and otherwise we try to, figure out how to bring her. Location for the properties in
Okay. Sorry about that. May go back to the Constitution. Preamble, I say, the member choirs of the Ghanaian Seventh-day Adventist churches in North America now form a body with the view of fostering unity of purposes to promote, improve, develop, and maintain the use of sacred music and ensure that all music rendition in the churches are decently done in order and with all reverence to God. Article 1, Name, Section 1. This body shall be known as North American Ghanaian Adventist Choir Union, hereafter referred to as Nagacu. This union will use the name or its acronym Nagacu in all publicity materials and correspondences. Section 2. This body is a sub-organization of the North American Ghanaian Seventh-day Adventist Churches NASDAQ Music Ministry. The Nagacu shall be organized at NASDAQ level. Article 2. Purpose. The North American Ghanaian Adventist Choir Union, Nagacu, shall organize conventions and meetings at all levels. Article 3. Aim. Section 1. To propagate the everlasting gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ in North America through sacred music. Section 2. To improve the general welfare of the member choirs to function effectively. Section 3. To promote effective communication and coordination with North American Ghanaian Seventh-day Adventists, NASDAQ. Section 4. To promote and ensure the use of sacred music in the churches through conventions, gospel concerts, choir days, anniversaries, music seminars, and all other events. Section 5. To foster a cordial relationship among the member choirs. Section 6. To help establish choirs in all Ghanaian Adventist churches in North America. Section 7. To ensure uniformity in all member choirs of Nagacu. Article 4. Motto. Sing praises unto the Lord. To Ayeyi Jum, and the response will be Ma Erade. Article 5. Membership. Section 1. The membership of Nagacu shall consist of all registered North American Ghanaian church choirs. Section 2. All new choirs are required to officially register with the union in order to be members of Nagacu. Section 3. All registered member choirs are required to attend all meetings, biennial conventions, and all other events. The administrative committee shall enforce compliance with any necessary disciplinary measures as needed. Section 4. The members of Nagacu shall pay the annual dues/subscription at the appropriate rate as determined by the executives. All dues/subscription shall be payable monthly in their local currencies, US dollars or Canadian. Article 6. Administrative Committee. Section 1. The union shall be administered by the Administrative Committee. Section 2. The Administrative Committee shall consist of Chairman, Vice Chairman, Music Director, Secretary, Treasurer, Chaplain, Media and Communications Director, NASDAQ Music Director. Section 3. The union shall be administered by a quadrennial elected administrative committee. Section 4. In the event where a change is required, the executive committee reserves the right to call for election in the next biennial convention upon recommendation of the administrative committee. Article 7. Duties of the administrators. Section 1. To coordinate the day-to-day activities of the union. Section 2. Organize monthly choir leaders meeting with a quorum of 11 choir representatives. 11 choirs represented. Section 3. To enforce the rules and regulations of the Constitution and bylaws. Section 4. The Administrative Committee reserves the right to recommend to the Executive Committee to refuse, revoke, or reprimand any member choir for breaking the Constitution or for bringing the name of the union into disrepute. Section 8. Duties of the officers. Section 1, chairperson. Subsection 1, to chair all Nagacu meetings. Subsection 2, to ensure the active functioning of the union at all levels. Subsection 3, to liaise and coordinate the activities of Nagacu and NASDAQ. Section 2, vice chairperson. Subsection 1, to assist the chairperson in the performance of his duties. Subsection 2, to liaise and coordinate the activities of Nagacu and NASDAQ in the absence of the chairperson. Subsection 3, to perform the other duties assigned by the chairperson. Subsection 4, to be responsible for the safekeeping of all union properties. Section 3, music director. It shall be the duties of the music director to, subsection 1, be in charge of the musical aspect of the union. Subsection 2, ensure quality singing in the union by organizing musical workshops and choir leaders training. Subsection 3, be the liaison between the zonal music directors and the administrative committee. Section 4, secretary. It shall be the duties of the secretary to, subsection 1, be responsible for the administration of all matters relating to subscriptions and membership, which include keeping full details of the union. Example, names and contact details of all members. Subsection 2, be responsible for all union correspondences and administration, including checking emails, taking minutes of meeting, and circulating agenda and minutes for such meetings to all executive members. Subsection 3, relay appropriate information to all member choirs when necessary. Subsection 4, act as returning officer on all elections and ensuring their smooth running. Section 5, treasurer. It shall be the duties of the treasurer to, subsection 1, maintain good order of the union finances and ensure that the union financial regulations are adhered to. Example, monthly dues and other financial commitments as defined by the executive committee. Subsection 2, maintain an up-to-date account of all financial transactions. Subsection 3, advise the executives and members on the union's quarterly budget. Subsection 4, prepare a semi-annual statement of account to be presented to our executive committee and a final statement of account presented at our convention. Section 7, media and communications director. It shall be the duties of the media and communications director to, subsection 1, be responsible for publicizing the activities and events of the union. Subsection 2, be responsible for hosting and updating our website and other social media platforms of the union. Section 8, chaplain. The chaplain shall be either an ordained pastor or elder. Subsection 1, he shall be responsible for supporting the spiritual, social, and emotional well-being of the union. Subsection 2, he shall serve as the spiritual leader for the administrative committee. Subsection 3, advising in all matters relating to church policies. Section 9, NASDAQ music director. Subsection 1, to be present at Nagacu meetings. Subsection 2, advisor to Nagacu. Subsection 3, liaise between NASDAQ and Nagacu. Article 9, election of officers. Section 1, elections shall be conducted in line with the Seventh-day Adventist Church's policy as defined in the church manual. Section 2, the large committee shall consist of 2 delegates from choirs with membership of 50 and above, and 1 delegate from choirs with less than 50 memberships. Section 3, the elected large committee will be responsible for electing the nominating committee. Section 4. The elected nominating committee shall be organized by the sitting secretary at their first meeting. Section 5. All outgoing administrative officers shall not be elected as nominating committee members. Section 6. During election, all delegates shall be eligible to vote and be voted for. Article 10. Terms of office. Section 1. Elected officers may, subsection 1, hold the same office for 2 consecutive sessions. Subsection 2, can be elected to another office after the expiration of the former office. Subsection 3, can be elected to hold the previous office after 4 years. Article 11, Finance. Section 1. Each choir member shall pay monthly dues as determined by the executive committee. Section 2. The union shall also be funded by gifts and donations, special music festivals, and fundraisings. Section 3. The administrative committee has the authority to spend a maximum of $500 without the approval of the executive committee. Section 4. Nagacu treasurer to keep all operating interest of $1,000, and any amount above that should be forwarded to NASDAQ. Article 12. Funeral. Section 1. In the event of the passing away of a choir member, subsection 1, the union shall donate an amount of $500 to the immediate family. Subsection 2. Each member choir shall be represented at the funeral. However, in the event where full patronage where full patronage becomes logistically difficult, choirs in certain geographic radius shall represent the union. Subsection 2. Each member choir shall be represented at the funeral. However, in the event where full patronage becomes logistically difficult, choirs in certain geographic radius shall represent the union. Article 13. Uniform. Section 1. Dress code for all special events shall be directed by the executive committee. Section 2. Dress code for robing shall be as follows: tie for men, no hats for men, no headgear for women, no dress pants for women, no sandals. Section 3. Member choirs shall be required to implement rules and regulations to govern their local choirs in compliance with Nagacu Constitution and those of their respective conferences. Article 14. Choir union properties. Section 1. Union properties, example PA system, choir stage riser, etc., will be in the custody of the vice chairperson. Article 15. Amendment. Section 1. This constitution is subject to amendment as deemed necessary by 2/3 of the delegates. Section 2. Any amendments that goes against member spirituality and contrary to the Seventh-day Adventist doctrine shall be deemed null and void. Appendix. 1. Member choir represents the individual choirs that form the union. 2. Union refers to all registered North American Ghanaian Adventist choirs. 3. Administrative committee refers to the elected officers. 4. Executive committee refers to all leaders and or assistants representing their local choirs. 5. Outgoing means current officers whose current terms is coming to an end after this election and are eligible for re-election. Review committee members. Chairperson, Brother Samuel Apiat Dankwa. Secretary, Evelyn Basie. Members, Elder Henry Amankwa,
Elder Kofi Enchiboesiaho, Elder Samuel Boabeng, Sister Alice Opoku, Brother Kwame Brew, ex officio member, Pastor Isaac Jamra. Mekame who said, your constitutional marking kind, the engine to me and Fanyedma, Medasi. Open you some we muted. Still are we muted?
Okay, that's it. Now, okay. I was now for I'm the secretary. I can, but before we proceed, on say Article 11, subsection 3, and now pass somewhat the recommendation we by saying shall have the authority. Yeah, was the one correction.
Okay.
And then advice be by our chart, and let me say yeah, share you have from Dallas Fort Worth, and so for the advice be by, but I believe say proceeding from here, that would be the only thing, as the committee chairman and can recommend to say members intimacy for the next 1 second with the trade the Article 14 say the union properties are now physically kept with the Jewish church. Say by it will make a concrete sense. Say now you should have honey and still under the trustee of the vice chairperson. I was for me say it was and it say by now. Pastor tell us that. But Pastor also. Okay. Was that one by so much guy?
Yeah, me too can yeah.
Yeah, advice about it to begin say like who movies think engine to know say which correct is line now.
Make me correct it now.
Okay. Yeah, so let's have it that way. Now Article 14 with the properties, you can say it's now with the union, it's now kept physically with the Worcester Church.
Let me read in the sana ma correcting afterwards, and I'm correcting what paper and I'm projected bill.
For now, Naka say am I Naka into a YouTube that's it.
Okay, and then may correct you. All
right. That's your 1 second. Minister Pasamba Samba. Asofo. Yeah, there any animal supply, you must not my and it's Sunday where you're holding the sano.
Fema bengwa yefe bonini yao manjimu o odung funyang kopon mimu hon konado ahote fonko modi when in shiny woman in shirani no ma watching womoka musha in shirani akra Jakuku, what is a bronoma? When ya home biafemha, wotum san kodakanu, kohomi wo odelmu. Wani jifu ye sing wo musu bon yi mun po Supwe wasari so mana free sorrow yen won wonya won into one kwan bedua hingwa no she wona na si somwo se wona waji wonjo Urama ensimisa Bwa mi bon yasi jimu Fa mi sie wojidumu Ma minya wonchen trabia Wojeviani akochem Ma mi kuma intokwan Dominion yang free wo O wura shegumi so
Amen. Amen. Media, another media, that was a powerful being proactive and always on point. Support this whole program. Yamishamu. Anti-Secretary Pacho, where we are, just read those two articles, number 11 and then the 14. Now we are a recommendation. Okay, can we are Indian second year for your voters? That's it. Evelyn, yes.
Batch home, Eva.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Antino, correction, amendment IACCano, Article 11, Section 3. I said the administrative committee shall have the authority to spend a maximum of $500 without the approval of the executive committee. And then Article 14 says, Qua union properties, Section 1. Union properties, example, PA system, choir stage risers, etc., will be in the custody of the vice chairperson and stored at Worcester Church. The comment will say, yeah, accepted constitution, member union property with us.
Good. Union banner, I can kind of say, the other constitution through Babysihano. Ms. Frank, I make us say, yeah, you're 17 to 19 years, and I'm 15 years there. If I'm not mistaken, I do so now, do baby, I ain't dynamic even American, we are subject to, review so many things. And into for now, no, this is going to be a working document going forward with the new executives, And into so will be for us.
Second.
Oh, okay, Bishop Benassi. And let me do it this way. I can see 182 people, if I'm not mistaken, 189. See, now I can see you to be and watch out to them until who are wompness. If I say picking in, put it in the chat, no. With capital letters, let us do that. Say wompness what? Yeah, sure. You pay almost place. You can almost place. So one place I put it in the chat. Now you how to treat it. Now for you proceed from here. Okay. I was for say Yeah, me who are chatting the media, me who know be yet. Another secretary who will be.
Bacho there be me who say.
Great. And then I just say, yeah, the committee members are here, Jumena say. Now, this is going to be our working document from 2021. Thereafter, because it's a Yesu Maya. And then another example, these copies, me, we chat to them, so be this, I say, will be a copy of it anyway. It's going to be sent to all choir leaders. In the administration, it will give a copy to another music director, and then I want to do the copy back on my Nazar. So and then finally, the copies will be given to every church choir member choir with the union. So that periodically, the moment me I can't members of one with near my and going forward. And then Yamiasi, and I want to be for the time and the patience for accepting the document into motion. I mean, I want to say, God bless you.
Thank you.
Amema yeda mo ase. Ebra so se the final nominating committee report no ba. Nti edoyin mu mefre Elder Ntwibosiako ane Sister Alice Opoku na omode abana yato so aba. Eda mo ase.
Yamema yeda mo ase. Se mode sa dwumadi ehye yensa. Na no kremu no mo support ne mo advice nyina no mo de aba ametim de edi sa dwumai. Ndi sa brebra me nkyere ho kra no. Onyame adom mu so far no yenye nipa ombetimi edi ekoye nimu for the next 4 years. Ne sentine mo am yebadwafo ye de saafo ni nyina ebeto mo anim. Na ya take vote. Na nsana no Medi nam yetie Sister Alice Opoku, Mrs. Alice Opoku. Na wabobo dini nyina na sede opeso share ni screen. To we bobo dini nyina no bia hu sede esitie. Pese take notes bia no take. Na fe ifri ho na ya to so aba na yekoye ni. Edamo ase.
Penny me that's it. If I show move screen ye.
Na yeah.
Let me just share screen.
Match me bow. Match okay.
Aye.
Okay. Just a minute. Edam penfuase. Kwenya enya say ye presenting and report. I'm say admira ye first reading no. Na members a formal nominating committee no and edidi so no. And the special committee no omo choose members in free zones ahodo ni nyina mu. Na members na edin na was no Penny Kofi Antubam and me make say and Dr. Nat Chermy and Obra Samuel Dai and Bra Nicholas Brew and Penny Arrow Sarkodie, Sister Joy Samuako and Brother Paul Anochi and Penny Ntwibosiako, Penny Samuel Boaben and Sister Margaret Osei and a formal nominating committee no. Na yɛde mpaebɔ bebree sɛdeɛ no yɛ kaeɛ no ɛna ɛsrɛ Onyankopɔn nso ɔma yɛ akwankyerɛ na members a Onyankopɔn ɛnam ne honhom so ɛma yɛyiyie ɔmo no ɛdin na ɛdidi so yi. Chairperson a yɛyi no for Nagacu no ɔne Ɔpanin Samuel Boaben a free New Life I was Central Zone. And I am vice chairman also any Brother Kwame Brew, our first Ghana. I was Northeast Zone. Secretary I fan on also no any opening Kofi Antubam, our California, our Pagaf. And Sister Ajua Adunyako and your fan as treasurer, our Dallas, DFW, Midwest Zone. Your music director no and your brother Moses Kwachi Jr., our Midwest Zone. And a media and communication director and also your brother Emmanuel Essien, our Woodbridge Central Zone. In chaplain, I fan on your pastor Michael Adomako, our Columbus Central Zone. Recommendation that you make here no, and it say Nagacu executive executive committee no be included. Nagacu leaders, Mama Bomudino, chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, treasurer, and media and communication, and a music director, and a chaplain, Omoni Nagacu leaders, and a Zona Nagacu chairpersons. Omo Ewoho. If we say a call in convention last time, they appointee Omo be a part of the Nagacu executive committee. And our music directors, there was no be a part of it. Nafe Nazda music director, and NASA and a representative, and so I a part of Nagacu executive committee. Recommendation you make it, no. And I in first reading. Now you ma quine so be our objection biara on far and on reach out. And for yen na committee members na you keep your ears open. Now specifically yen chairperson and the secretary, you could put your lines open, waiting for concerns, hoping say or be a bit put up any objection. Now as at this time I make her say no. Yamia Dumia Ubia objected to be beer. Yabasa that executive committee a lady Nagacu this time no Yadama said my pa mine is ring a minister say on fa and mammo. As I say, Yamia Jumano on one itiaka. Now going forward no new executives are appointed omono. Say Mama Quani vote to almost so take over baton now Modi Beduno. Yeah, meeting, your advisor, no only Nazda music director, I opening some as I read or guiding it through or advising, and my BBR call Pepe said it was a coso. And don't meet me at Kasawa Kukudrum as a secretary, a nominating committee. Namaki coming who say, names are idea bano. Yagin tum, Nayan vote to into power. Now we'll take you over the next 4 years. Nagacu executive ejumano. Now almost level up. Omo outgoing executive na beduro almost no enfan ko a step further. Make can huni and until se obi before so.
That one say stay the wasipa ne reporting say do see the man pepe no. Sister Secretary, my Madam Secretary, Sister Alice Akikana home. How much also before so I'll bet me a raise your hand in the chat na fe ya twaso. Okay, my home say nipa pi a raise your monsa someone so for so. Okay, into be a afwaso. Entina sabre me gidi say be no said there you vote on the constitution wa you be na sa pepe. You be say what yeah no for that to this no. Wow, only a new executive say you want to lead the Nagacu no na a person will raise your hand instead. And you know now. And you are punish one. Now for you what pay your sa. Now for you recognize kai. Okay. All I see is yes. Inya no, we are everywhere. We are. Edamose pa. Enti sabre no, said the city no. A church sa constitute a send pa you or more so medi kwai anymore for the next 4 years or no. Munina mo aprenso says safoi enye juma ema erade. No question ni said the Sister Alice Kaya no. Sister Evelyn ene opani a past administration or my juma papa. Especially that time was Sister Evelyn everyday constitution and not some people were just commenting on it. And I was watching it. Sister Evelyn why juma as a secretary who be as Nagacu secretary who be that. She has taken this to the next level. Now, Miss Ronyame, Adam Nene Mobro, who said the next team so I monon son and leadership meaning I'm also take us to the next level. Because yes, Sumaya, we move on up and up. Now you might not a dorsal. na me gidi say nyame Sister Evelyn nyame nhyira wo papa. As one of I've worked with you on so many levels, from the drawing of the constitution and Juma Waya as a secretary said, you see Juma the dedication, even a Nagacu organization. I mean, she tells us what's happening. Saying to my ben yefra, no be confused. You don't leave any stone unturned. Then you mean shroud for Juma power, and I would give you Sister Alice Kayano. Wakatia ewo nyamensem na migiri se akatua na enye hanko the new earth and new heaven no nyame ehira ne ma migiri se wonso nyame ebebo din wo hobi na what you've done for this group no nyame ebebo abaso for what you've done na enye ne ebeka but eternity will tell what you've done nyame nshira pa woni with team opani Eric ene an assistant ene treasurer ene mo amoka ho nyina nyame nshira mo nyina aha ene de ejumadi no ebesie na ansana no
opany me what question yes sorry but me what question back pacho so make me out meet myself but what me can okay, but constitution approve CCR. I'm say almost 2 years, but I some women and I'm more 4 years unless it be a one make change there. According to the constitution, there's almost 2 years. And I'm not changing.
And I'm I think that that's what it's saying. Sign the constitution, they come and say, oh, kind of for 2 years, then they are subject to be re-elected.
Yeah.
Sign the constitution, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Into 2 years, then re-election or something. Because the union cannot say that they wait for 4 years. And send a correction.
Into open your doors for that correction. I think it's in line. Say you and you new leadership. But in essence, for the constitution, it say bit me this for 2 more terms. 2 terms. And sana almost free her said Sister Evelyn what DNM for 2 terms she's moving on. That's what they're saying. Incident I say that's it.
Mr. Omen can be crab you have made more attention to something else. Mr. Mo, what who said Zona Nagacu executives no. Or chairperson, any music director, never babeka executive you. Now, say Northeast, as I said, Mumma a chairman because now Kwame Nicholas Brew and a chairman. Say we're moving on about Nagacu vice chairman. In TSS Northeast for no Mumma election quickly na Mumma a new chairman. Now I'm some more music director no Kokwajima or Ghana on a question bia moye and no dan chen pagafun so some monso mumayen and Nagacu chairman any music director moye elections and amode no so aba no monso abeka nti no de mo betimi aye no echiremu mo betimi aye na yes say bia within the next month no monye no mra say be executive seat nasia on be who nipa on ye adwuma medam ase bebrebe in fact mo aya de yi papa ehun hia se meka adwuma executive a mo koi aye because nipa bebrebe akane dead nyame nhira mu nyina mo so a mo wachiri na mo send comments na bi reach me ne ade ye ho nhira mu nyina mo aya de papa ejina me ne me yire amabedi akwanem da mu nyina ase aye.
My home said, yes, so for Paniba, I raising this, so for more raising this in the chat. So for said, on Bema, you know, me too, or one, Nankawaka said, because Nanka was gonna ask you to, so for reasons, I'm almost me too, because we are no agents, no bonfire mine.
Okay, that's a fire. A commenter, a Yanase, be a bishop can't see Anna. Me, person more clarify, mammy. A 2 fronts. A one constitution vote 2 years must say will be a zona chairperson. Naso be vice president that ultimately holding his own normal position no ana. senior constitution no mu dia I don't know se ni mu dia na se jama zone no mu decide anase wo mu zones no mu no wo mu constitution say northeast for anase paga for no say so mo chama be ye bibi wo na Nagacu ma ontimi hold wo position nana so many say clause na it can be only a council. I don't know, I'm just asking.
So Antina me say ye jayama a zone
okay.
Nti omo no Asia na de ombedwen ho no
okay. Yeah.
Okay. So for you to say, try say don't mute yourself. Stay on it because you're betraying your main instra. Ama. You're betraying your main instra at the past executives. Ejuma pa or moye. You're straying your main instra mo. Now you're straying your main instra in a country for the new executives who saw almost by saying your main vision for this school. And so from Pacho and Brasimo, Bompaye, am I?
Capture me Bompaye. Yet was see ye radini yankopon. What do munti ena homa kwaima sa kwa nkabomu kui a chassis na atna ho abesi ene day. Una mwadum ni humo broso. If na chassis besi ne in wafre uma odi aduma chede nyansa nimdie ahodo adomwo. Ama wakura yi mu ma efri nkosuo mu ene nyinimu akọ enyinimu. Ene day e kashwa no nyam se kwa ahodo aduasa miensa ene ye wo North America mpotemu ha. Twedi ampon e wo no wayo na ase enka odin da. Shirawo ne hyewa no nyam se wo ma nkabone efrafra yimu bone ene ye ndi akukruhwi ase na enso oma yakonya se yemeye papaafo se wadwuma ya akraje adwuma no yemeka ho bi na wonfa ya adwumto ne yasenka so entwea foforo emra wo nchen nia wo madi kan yo ne fapema wato no enenne nso amakwan bio makuei apaw akanifo ebinom otoa so ebinom ya foforo ebinom ayebi pen yes rekwedi ampone de wono ma hye wonsa nyansa nyina ewura no wunyame ena wonam wadom so edi niema anim tora bi kura na yenhunu ne ayeyo na so se wunyame sunsumaye mu wo yo niema bi e de ahye ho ne onyam nti adwemtrani ayebo abene na pamfo a ekoi ayi won semfiem yenu edi animu wonom emedi anim wo mesom yen ye pa cho se mo hunu se e wosom adwuma wo hunu se e service enye tumi a bia ye de behunahuna ana ye de be kyerɛkyerɛ de be sisie ana ye de ha ye ni na mmom e osoma ye be som kwa ahodo aduasam yensen twedi ampon esro se fanyansa dom wonda wadum ntiboa na wonhia mudie wadwena obefa epa obebɔ adwen fa bi obefa se wode ekoyi free nia yedroi akwa animu no na enya nia ebekoso ebegina ebenya fapem wo Yesu Kristo mu na mankunimdie ni mpuntu aba na ma ya dwomto akwa animu ya asem ka ahyewa no nyam na onam so ma ya dwomto so mpo atwe akra abeka wo man a wosiesie na ncha obefa ye no Yehua mesro nkabo mu honhom enti ase honhom biakoye ene se mpo so hyiam a ewom se ye nyina ye soronko we nipa wo miamia hodo etete wo soronko wo miama bi ye soronko nanso wo hyiam a nkronkron ba keka wa adwena sisi animu na hyehyɛ wo de bebre ye bia no ebe de be ma wadwuma yi atumpon yenim se wunyame wunni hwamo ya wodi kwekuo ya bedrei no ne wani mu na dɔɔso hyirawoma na hyɛ wo ho ane onyam fa wɔn si fapem Kristo so wadwuma aso ani Jesus Christ din mu ne yɛsrɛ wo amen
amen amen amen.
so